thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up? It's that boy Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We back. New Media Today USA Boxing. We are back. Yes, y'all. We back at it one more again, man. We back out here. We back out here on these streets. And we back out here on these YouTube streets. You ought to know what time the TI is, baby. It is what it is, man. Gonna allow, we had a pretty good, we had a decent fight. We had a pretty good decent fight party yesterday. It was cool. I normally have bigger fight parties, but it was cool. I guess, I don't know, man. I guess people were still trying to check out what's up with the takeover. I've been getting some messages from people. I posted that the takeover is back. You see what I'm saying? T Diddy and his son. T Diddy and his son is back. T Diddy and Diddy Bop. T Diddy and his son Diddy Bop is back. Diddy bopping. And it is what it is. I showed that picture where they was taking the picture of Teofimo Lopez, and then T Diddy was in the background, right? And then once he saw the camera came out, he ran into the camera and he was like, "Yeah." True. I got that T Diddy boy. That doggone T Diddy, man. It is what it is. Y'all know I like T Diddy though. I like T Diddy though. I ain't gonna lie. I like T Diddy. He funny. It's hard for me not to like T Diddy. You know what I mean? And as a matter of fact, we're gonna dedicate this show to T Diddy.
We did it first, and we motivate even the greats. This is different. You understand? We have Jennifer Lopez, we have Maluma, we have J Balvin, we have. So when I called him up, I was like, "Yo, what do you think? What do you think, Eddie? If we bring the belts together?" And Eddie said, "That shit is a good idea." I think the only person that can beat Canelo right now is like maybe 4 years or 5 years from now, my son. You know, like Triple G and Canelo and all these guys, they're bums, bro. They're bums.
But once Teofimo became undisputed,
it is what it is.
Look how many champions we got that's undisputed now.
We undisputed now, baby. We undisputed now, man. It is what it is. We did it first. And we motivate even the greats. We motivate even the greats. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Knockdown 305, Dade County's finest in the building. Shout out to Blunts and Boxing, man. Blunts and Boxing in the building. What's going on, fam? Yes, sir. Shout out to little Green Eyes P. She is in the building. Shout out to Cino. He said, who you rather have? Teofimo or Danny Garcia's dad? Oh, that's easy. T Diddy all day. I take T Diddy over Angel all day. T Diddy. Now I will tell you who I would take over both of them. Ruben Guerrero. Now Ruben Guerrero, Lord have mercy. Ruben, you ran like a chicken. My son Robert was chasing Floyd Mayweather. He been running like a chicken. He didn't want to stand up and fight like a man. They say fight like a man. He didn't want to fight like a man. He ran. You know what I mean? My son whooped that chicken. We couldn't catch him. Like, bro, I tell you, Robert. Listen, is Ruben Guerrero number one? T Diddy number 2, and then Danny Garcia, Angel Garcia number 3. That's what that'll be. That's what that'll be. Angel Garcia be number 3. You see what I'm saying? For real though. Shout out to who else we got? Shout out to Nelly. Nelly, what's going on, fam? Salute to you, my brother, man. Much prayers to you. Y'all hit the like button on your way in the door. Hit the like button. Shout out to Jamario. Jamario, what's happening, man? What's happening? Pauline in the building. Yes, sir. It is what it is. Just a fan. You know what I mean? He said, Floyd Mayweather Sr. Yeah, Floyd Mayweather Sr. He'll be fine because Floyd Mayweather Sr. He really don't, he talk trash, but he doesn't have the oratorical skills because he's missing stuff. He's missing a few screws now. It's like he's suffering from kind of like dementia a little bit. So as he gets older, he's going to start losing his memory a lot more. A lot like what is an RIP to Roger Mayweather. They say Roger Mayweather was going through that as well. So, it is what it is. Shout out to Diallo Huggy, man. Diallo Huggy, what's going on, fam? What's going on, my brother? Yes, sir. Diallo Huggy. Let's get into the show. We're going to allow, I'm thinking about taking Sundays. I'm thinking about taking Sundays off and then just doing. No, we can't take Sundays off because we gotta do the recap of the fight on Friday. We can't take Sundays off. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the show now. I know a lot of you guys, You know, because listen, when I have my fight parties, there's be a lot of people there. Like for some reason, it's like I don't know. Is it me or does it seem like that Teofimo the twicity is not there for him? I noticed that. Like I can show you all of my fight watch parties that I have, and we got damn good numbers. Like the numbers are through the roof. But for some reason, I'm saying for my channel, for my size channel, the numbers be through the roof. But for some reason, you know, when it came to Teofimo, came to Teofimo Lopez, the twicity wasn't there. The twicity. And I'm trying to figure out why. Why the twicity wasn't there. I'm looking for the twicity. Y'all get what I'm saying? You know, the twicity wasn't there. And I realized that. I'm like, man, you know, these numbers is low as hell. This supposed to be T Diddy. You know, shit, I had higher numbers for Virgil Ortiz. You know, I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man.
You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir. Look, Green Eyes Peace. She said the Reverend need to come back and deal with this twicity or the lack thereof. Yo, Reverend Abenaki, we gonna bring him back. Healthy Bearder, he say Tio is back. Yeah, he back. I was expecting a little bit more twicity for him, but I don't know, man. I don't know if he tore his ass or what it is. I don't know what it is, man. But the twisting ain't there, man. I mean, it's there for his fans, but bro, like even last night, he fought on the Chitlin circuit last night. Adrian Broner, that's what your crowd gonna look like when you fight Omar Figueroa. The crowd that Teofimo had last night, that's the crowd you gonna have. Y'all on the Chitlin circuit now. That's what happens. See, this is what promoters do. I'm gonna tell you what it is. When you're a fighter that's now, I don't know about I would assume that Teofimo has fought. You know what? I don't know. Damn it. When he fought at Madison Square Garden, he fought in the Hulu Theater. What's the capacity of the Hulu Theater, guys? What's the capacity of the Hulu Theater? Do anybody know? Anybody from New York? Anybody know? Let me look it up. The Hulu Theater is not that big, right? That's inside the hold on. Hulu Theater capacity. Oh, the Hulu Theater, it says right here, it seats between 2,000 and 5,600 for concerts. Okay. So the Hulu Theater, if it's a concert, it'll seat 5,600 people. So all right. Yeah, that's Chitlin circuit. That's Chitlin circuit. That's Chitlin circuit. See, this is what it is, right? This is what I'm finna break it down for you. Shout out to my sister Bless 365. I'm finna break it down for you. His last fight was at the Hulu Theater, 5,600, right? This fight right here looked like they fought in a tent. It looked like a tent. That's what it looked like. It looked like a tent, to be honest with you. Looked like it was about shit. What the place that they fought at last night? What's the name of that place? Let's see the capacity of that place. Anybody know the capacity of that place? Because it looked like it didn't look that big. Oh, Dirty Boxing, what you say, fam? He say, Coach, they have Maluma. So Luba, J. Bobin, and J-Lo at the concert. Okay. But you get what I'm saying, though. Yeah, that place last night, boy, it looked like it was, you know, you get what I'm saying? It looked like it was about shit. Yeah, about 4,000, 5,000, somewhere up in there. So I'm finna tell you what it is. I don't know what the capacity is, though. You know what I mean? But I say all that to say this. When a fighter tears his ass with the promoter, tearing your ass mean you done messed up. Tearing your ass mean, you know, hey, look here, baby boy, man, look here, man. You know, you've been acting real sporty lately, acting out of character. So what we're going to do is our job to, you know, bring it back to reality. You see what I'm saying? It's our job to bring it back to reality. So what we're going to do, and this is what Al Henry did to Adrian Broner. There's no more Madison Square Garden for you, sir. There's no more Barclays for you. There's no more Vegas for you. What we're going to do, we're going to send you way down in Miami to the Miami Highlight. The Highlight, right? And was it the Highlight? Is it? No, not the Highlight. We're going to send you down to the Hard Rock Hotel. The Hard Rock Hotel. We're going to see down to the Hard Rock Hotel. It hold about 7,000. That's where you at now. You don't fail from grace. You don't fail from up here until now you're down here. We gonna send you down to Miami, let you go to the Hard Rock, which that's in Broward County. That's Hollywood, Florida. The Hard Rock is in Hollywood. So we're gonna send you to Hollywood, Florida. Send you to the Hard Rock, baby boy. And look here, that's what you're gonna be fighting at from this point forward. This is what promoters do when they punish their fighters. When you tear your ass, right? You ain't no draw like that no more. You ain't no draw. You get what I'm saying? That's what they did. So it looked like, do anybody, I just need the name of the place that Teofimo fought at last night. Where they fought at last night, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. Look here, bro, like, that thing was small. And Bob Arum, I seen Bob Arum out there, and I seen Al Davis's son out there, Mark Davis. And I'm like, God damn, why he fighting such a small spot? But and I realized, oh, he's getting the Adrian Broner treatment. Like Al Heyman is treating Adrian Broner. No, you finna go on the chitlin circuit now. You're done. What's my main man name? Bob Arum. Bob Arum is doing the same thing to you. You know what, kid? You know, you was acting, you was getting, you and your dad was just all in the videos and dancing. You was hanging out with J-Lo and J Bobbin, and you say you was hanging out with Bad Bunny, and all of this other stuff. You know what I mean? Malumba. Guess what? We're gonna Malumba your ass right here in this tent. You're gonna fight over here in this tent today. So that's what I saw. And I realized, like, damn, the twisted, I don't, you get what I'm saying? Like, the twisted just wasn't there. I didn't, you know what I mean? Maybe with his fans, but bro, like, normally in boxing, I've been doing this for about 19 months now. And I noticed, when certain fights happen, you just feel the twistity everywhere, all over. I didn't feel that here. You know how when Hulk Hogan be in the ring, you know how the wrestler be in the ring, right? And Hulk Hogan be down. And Macho Man Randy Savage is punching Hogan. And Hogan is on his knee like this here. And then he hit him again. And then he's right like this here. Then he hit him again. And then he's raising up. He's raising up. Then he hit him again. And the crowd is into it. And the electricity is in the air. And the holster is like, and then when the Macho Man try to hit him again, he blocks it. And then he does like this here, wags his finger. And the crowd goes wild. I didn't get none of that. I didn't get none of that. I'm just being honest with you. I didn't get none of that, dog. Like, not an inkling of it. I'm gonna have to go back and look and see. I'm gonna have to go back and look and see what goddamn which fighter. And I didn't really get a lot of that from Virgil Ortiz, but I got a little bit more than Teofimo. So anyway, but let's get into the show. Let's get into the show. Teofimo Lopez stops Pedro Campa in the 7th round, and he wins 2 titles in the process. He wins the WBC and a WBO strap. Teofimo Lopez, Honduras, right? Honduras very own, and he represented for him on Honduras last night. You guys say Honduras, but he represented for Honduras last night. You know what I mean? ¿Cómo está? A los Hondurans? You know what I mean? ¿Cómo estás todo mi pueblo? I say this, right? Los pueblos para allá in Honduras. You got a champion last night. The champion that you have, his name is Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez now, guys, is a 2-weight division champion. Ya tú sabes eso, right? And I'm trying to be serious when I say this. Trying to measure my words right now. Teofimo Lopez has went through a lot in one fight with George Kambosos. Doesn't look like that he took that loss very well. The people at Top Rank, from what I've been hearing, they were very, very concerned about the mental state of Teofimo Lopez, i.e. this is why they picked Pedro Campa as a fight, right? I was impressed with Teofimo Lopez's performance under the circumstances. Did he look like the Teofimo who fought Vasily Lomachenko? No, he didn't. He didn't look like that at all. True. He didn't look like that at all, but under the circumstances, he looked better than he did when he fought George Kambosos. He looked better than he did that. So I will give him credit for that. And I think from this point, it's psychological for Teofimo. It's psychological for Teofimo, right? So I think that this is a good rebound fight for him. I think that Bob Arum did a really good job, his matchmakers, in picking this opponent for Teo. We got to get him back psychologically, right? Some would say that the takeover is back. Some would say that the takeover isn't back. Some would say that, hey, man, he looked like he was tired in that fight. He did look kind of tired, like as the rounds went on. He did look kind of tired. He fought what? I think he fought once in 20-something months or 20 months, something like that. So this is his second fight. And under the circumstances, guys, from a psychological standpoint, with all the excuses and this and that and yada yada yada, psychologically it just kind of messed him up. And you gotta put yourself in Teofimo's shoes. You lost to a 13-1 underdog, a guy who you supposed to beat. You lost to a 13-1 underdog, and so that played a part in it. And then come to find out, they say that he had a tear in his esophagus, and then Eddie Hearn set him up, and then DAZN conspired against him, and then Bob Arum and DAZN and Eddie conspired against him because they wanted Devin Haney to become undisputed. So all of those things he had to overcome. You get what I'm saying? So I think that under the circumstances, from a psychological standpoint, I think that Bob Arum did a good job, guys. I think he did a good job. I got to give him credit where it's due. You see what I'm saying? Now, Teofimo Lopez was a minus 2,400 favorite to beat Campa earlier in the week. Campa did show some flashes, and he did land some good shots. But it was obvious he did not have the skill set to beat Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo did call out Josh Taylor. That's what I loved about it. He called out Josh Taylor. Yes, he did. He called out Josh Taylor. He did that, right? Now we're going to have to wait and see what's going to happen. Now, Josh Taylor has a fight. I think has a fight coming up in October or November. So, and Teofimo said that he will be back fighting in December. And he said he's going to be back fighting at the Garden or something like that, right? Now we know he's not going to fight in the Garden. He's going to fight in the facility that's within the Garden, the Hulu Theater. He's going to fight at the Hulu Theater. Teofimo's really not a draw like that. So we'll see. We'll see how it works out. We'll see how it works out. Teofimo did call out Josh Taylor, and it does appear that he wants all the smoke. I like that. I like that. He wants the smoke. You see what I'm saying? And it appears, guys, that the takeover is back. Do you guys believe that Teofimo can take over the 140-pound division? I will give you guys my opinion on that. Do you feel that he can take over the 140-pound division? Because he did say that he want to become undisputed in that weight division. Me personally, I think that I'll see what you guys have to say first. Right? Because me personally, that 140-pound division, dog, is, whoo, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. That's all I got to say. Yarman say T.O. beat Taylor. Guess what? We'll see. We'll see. I don't think he'll beat Taylor myself. I don't think he'll beat him. Me personally, I don't think he'll beat him, but we'll see. We'll see. Hold on, let me see. It's my camera. Hold on, guys. All right. We'll see. We'll see, Yarmans. We'll see. You know what I mean? You know my motto ain't but one way to find out. You can't beat a fighter by saying you'll beat him. Only way we're gonna beat him, we gotta see him get in the ring. You believe he'll beat him? I don't think he can beat Josh Taylor, to be honest with you. But guess what? Ain't but one way to find out. Ain't but one way to find out, dog. Put him in the ring. And you know what, though? That'll be an easy fight to make because both men are signed with Top Rank. Both men are signed with Top Rank. So, Jay Rodriguez, what you say, family? He say Campa not have picked him up in the prep for the night. Oh, okay. Okay. Brando, what you say, family? He said, I don't think T.O. beats Taylor. Yeah, me neither. I don't think that shit at all. To be honest, I really don't. I ain't gonna lie to you. Regis Prograis, I don't know about that there neither. As a matter of fact, boy, shit, when I sit back and look at it, man, when I sit back and look at it, boy, that 140 pounds, boy, I don't know about that, boy. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about last night, though? What do you guys think about it? Ronnie, let me blow this up. Let me blow this up. It looks too small over here. Let me blow it up. Yamas, you say Aaron makes his fighters fight. We're going to miss him. Let's see. Ramirez good. Would you say Ramirez good for him? Like Aegis with the 140 pound name fighters. You think Ramirez? What about, as a matter of fact, Al Power? Hold on. We're going to pull it up. We're going to pull it up. Rude boy, what you say, fam? You say Ramirez tapped that ass. What do you guys think? Do you think the takeover is back? You think he's back? You think he's going to dominate the 140 pound division? What do you guys think? Rude boy, what you say, fam? You say Ramirez would tap that ass. You say Power didn't see the transfer. Yeah, MDA. Yeah, the power wasn't there. The power definitely wasn't there. I did notice that. Ramirez, I did notice that, fam. I did notice that. The power didn't look like it was there, MDA. The power didn't seem to transfer. I did notice that. I did notice that. Because he was catching Campa with some clean shots, and Campa kept coming. You get what I'm saying? So, and Campa is a rank number 62. He's ranked number 62 with BoxRec, right? With BoxRec, he's ranked number 62 with BoxRec. So, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Old dirty boxing. What you say, fam? You say it was a confidence booster for Tio. Yeah, it was a confidence booster. It was a confidence booster. Pito, what you say, fam? You say, sorry, coach, I can't give Tio props for beating number 62. No, but Pito, check this out, fam. You gotta put it in the context of psychologically, my brother. He was suffering psychologically. He was suffering psychologically, Pito. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, he was suffering psychologically. So under those circumstances, where Eddie Hearn conspired against him, where the zone conspired against him, where the judges conspired against him, where he had a torn esophagus, where they set everything up, they had everything set up so Devin Haney can get the belts. You got to understand, under all of that duress, psychologically, you get what I'm saying? You got to take that in consideration. That would, I guess, I ain't saying it was impressive, but he looked kind of slow to me, to be honest with you. T.O. did look kind of slow to me, and the pop wasn't there. The pop wasn't there. And then he started trying to do because everybody's trying to fight like Floyd. He got the shoulder roll. He's trying to do the shoulder roll, catch and shoot, shoulder roll, pull counter. You know what I mean? Then you can throw the check left hook out the shoulder roll. James Lights Out Tony was real good at that. James Lights Out Tony was one of the best at that. He'll throw that check out of the shoulder. You know what I mean? So it looked like he was trying to look like Floyd. If you look at it, trying to look like Floyd. And I don't know if that was it. I'm just trying to perform, put on the show for the fans. However many was out there. It looked like it was about 3,000-4,000 people out there. Something like that. Something like that. It looked like it was like 3,000-4,000 people out there, something like that. It didn't look like there was that many people out there. Shout out to Pito. He said, you're right, coach. He said him and his pops thought thought they psychologically beat Campbell's. Hey, I'm just saying though. Shout out to Arlette. Arlette, what's going on, sis? You get what I'm saying though? Shout out to Quentin. Shout out to Mr. Quentin. He says it's the fake over. Oh, y'all, hey, that daddy. He says it's the fake over. He says oh man, come on, man. Oh man, Mr. Quinn. He says the fake over. He gonna go around fighting them setups.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
Hey, he ain't no real man. He don't want to fight no real man. He used to fight them setups. And that what Clubber Lane told Rocky. You know what I mean? And that what Clubber Lane told Rocky. He used to he want to fight them setups. He say, what? What setups? What is he talking about, Paulie? Paulie, what is he talking about? Forget it, cat. If you want to fight Clubber Lang, you're gonna have to do it without me. What are you saying? What are you saying? I'm saying it's over. It's over. You don't think I can beat this guy? Look here, kid. Look. We had a bunch of, he's right. We had a bunch of setups for you, kid. It was a bunch of setups. You never was that good. We put you in there. We didn't know you was going to go this far. You was going to be the Italian stallion. We didn't know that. But I'm telling you, if you want to die, this guy's the one that's going to send you to your grave. He's going to murder you. He's murdering you, Rocky. He's murdering you. Get off the ropes. Adrian. He's murdering you. Get off the ropes, Rocky. Hey, Brando, what did he say, fam? Brando, what's happening? He say the funny thing is though, the flashier T.O. got, the better he did look against Campa. You know, I mean, you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. You can do that. Y'all call it. Why y'all say that? Why y'all say the fake over, man? Why y'all say the fake over? Hey, Quentin, you ain't have to say that, man. You ain't have to say that. Hey, Arnold, what you say, fam? He say T.O. won Powerpuff Girls belts. Hey, look here. Check this out, though. Look here. The man is a unified, he's a two-weight division unified champion. You know what I mean? He's a two-weight division unified champion. You get what I'm saying? Hey, here go. Adrian! Rocky! I love you, Adrian! I love you too, Rocky! True. Get off the ropes, my boy. Get off the ropes. He's murdering ya. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, I love the Rockets, boy. I love the Rockets films, though. I love the Rockets, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, though. Hey, boy. Hey, when I was young, I thought it was real. I thought it was real, dog, for real. I really thought that they was I said, Dad, it's a bad motherfucker. Why are you getting hit like that? And then he getting knocked down. And he come, I thought it was real. I didn't know no better. Shout out to Sauce Lord. He say, Coach, he still has a better resume than most of these guys' favorite fighters. Yeah, I'm not even talking about the resume. I'm just talking about last night. I'm not trying to divert. I'm talking about as it relates to last night. Do you guys think he's back? Though? You guys think he's back? You know what I mean? You guys think he's back? I'm saying psychologically. Psychologically, do you think he's back up here? You know what I mean? Do you think he's back up here though? Psychologically, what do you think? As a matter of fact, let's pull up some stuff. Cause they on Twitter they've been they've been jumping you know what I mean? And hold on, so some people say it's the fake over. Some people say it's the fake over. Some people say that he's back. You get what I'm saying? Some people say the fake over. Some people say he's back. Again, I think that he looked good under the circumstances. Did he look like when he fought Teofimo? Did he look when he fought Lomachenko? No, he didn't look nowhere near that. Look nowhere near that. I'd be lying if I say he looked like that, right? But under the circumstances, ranked number 62 opponent, psychological. He went through a lot of psychological trauma from his last fight. From his last fight. I'm gonna give him credit on this. Right? Do I think them top 7 guys in the top 10? In that 140-pound division, woo, that right there, that's a whole nother payroll. That's a whole nother, story there. But we'll see. Do you guys think that Brando, what you say, fam? Brando, what you say? You say I think he needed that win to convince himself. Yeah. He did. He needed a confidence booster. His next fight will prove that if he's back or not. Hey, but Brando, check this out, fam. His next fight. Do you think that you saw enough last night to put him in there with a top 10 guy? You know what I mean? He said I love how they said you guys on the payroll. Yeah, hey man, I don't know what payroll that is. I don't know what payroll that is. Hey, let me know. Send me the payroll. I don't know what payroll that is. They must know something. They must know something I don't know. What you say, Con? You say he needed to beat up the number 62 to feel like number 1. Okay. We'll see. Do you hey Yamis, what you think, fam? Yamis, what you think? Do you think that did you see enough last night to throw him in there with a top 10 guy in this next fight? Shout out to MDA. What you say, my brother? You say no. You say no. He need to fight another contender like a Brandon Lee. Okay, listen. This is what I will say. 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 I wouldn't throw T.O. in there, and you MDA. I'm telling you now. I'm not babysitting no fighters. Not babysitting no fighters. But he said he's going to fight again in December. So it's probably going to be, you know, it's going to fight again in December. It's probably going to fight, if he fight on the East Coast, probably in the Hulu Theater. You know what I mean? Last night, that crowd would look like it was about 3,000 out there, something like that. It didn't look like it was many out there. It looked like they was fighting in a tent, 3,000, 4,000, if that. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's look at those guys in the top. Let's look at those guys in the top. I'm anxious to see what you guys feel. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you feel like hey, Sauce Louis, do you feel like he did enough? Did he do enough for you last night? Sauce Louis, to throw him in there with Josh Taylor next? Well, he's not going to fight Josh Taylor because Josh Taylor has a fight in December. Did he do enough? Well, Rodriguez Prograis has a fight coming up for the vacant WBC strap with Ramirez, right? So he's not going to get Josh. He's not going to get Regis in December. He's not going to get Ramirez in December. So Jack Catterall is fighting Josh Taylor, so that ain't happening. So this guy, and this guy is off the table for Tio. Jose Cepeda, I don't know. Subadel Matias, to throw him in there with him. Do you feel like he's ready for Gary Antoine Russell? What about Arno Barbosa? What about him, right? ¿Qué lo piensa de él? ¿Qué lo piensa de él? Aquí, Arno Barbosa. What do you think about him, right? Do you think did you throw him in there with Akhmadov? Did you throw him in there with Ergovich? You know what I mean? Maybe Sandor Martin. Do you think do you think you've seen enough for him to get any one of these guys? Remember, Jack Catterall, Jose Ramirez, Rodriguez Prograis, and Josh Taylor is off the table. I don't know about Jose Cepeda. I don't know if he has a fight coming up. So what do you think? I'm asking. Shout out to Arlette. Shout out to my sister Arlette. What did you say? You say he will embarrass himself again against Prograis, Josh, and Cepeda. Yeah, whew, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Arlette, what you say, sis? You said no. You said no. Arlette said he fought in the Walmart parking lot last night. hey. Sauce Louis said no. Okay. He said no. All right. So, but he's coming right back. I think, and I think it's a good thing that Teofimo fights again in December because, you know, you want to try to stay as active as possible. Shout out to boxing. Shout out to my brother Reggie Owens. He said Teofimo rushing to the titles because he need one of them paydays, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But Teofimo ain't ready. Hey, but hold on. Teofimo is a unified champion right now, Reg. Teofimo is a unified champion. As a matter of fact, I know y'all think I'm capping, right? You don't believe me? You don't believe me, huh? I know y'all don't. Y'all don't believe the old boy. That's okay. You ain't got to believe me. Teofimo Lopez is a unified champion. He's a unified champion now. I got the receipts. Let me show you. Let's see. Let me see. Is it showing here? He's a unified champion right now. Two division. He's a two division unified champion. He won 2 belts last night. You see what I'm saying? He won 2 belts last night. He did that there, right? I said he did that there. All right, let's see. Is it over here? Let's see. Which belts he won? I got the belts. He won the WBO. He won the WBC NABF title, and he won the WBO international title. So that's a unified champion right there. Unified. You see what I'm saying? He's a unified champion. I want to unify.
I'm sorry?
160 is my weight division.
I want to unify. I want to get Golovkin in the ring. I want to bring him to Houston. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Canelo out here to Houston. If they really to come down to 160, this is my weight division.
Now let's see what Teofimo had to say here. Teofimo said he want that smoke though. He want that smoke. Teofimo want the smoke now. He want that smoke. I like that. You know me. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I like to hear that. I don't like to hear Doug language. I like to hear that. Say Teofimo Lopez made a successful return and moved up to the 140-pound weight division tonight. That was last night. Stopping Pedro Campa in the 7th round of the ESPN main event in Las Vegas. Teofimo Lopez, 17-1, hadn't fought since a stunning upset against George Kambosos, who was a 13-1 underdog last November. Last time he fought, right? And there were some questions about his mindset in preparation. See, this is the recurring theme with Teofimo Lopez. People was talking about his mindset in preparation, and the reason why they say his mindset was because that loss to George Kambosos psychologically did something to him. Psychologically did something to him, right? How dialed in he might be for this bout, which was carefully chosen on Rush Shaker against Campa, an opponent with an undeniability inflated record. Check this out. Now I want y'all to read this again. Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. It said Teofimo Lopez hadn't fought since a stunning upset loss against George Kambosos Jr. last November. And there were some questions about his mindset in preparation. How dialed in he might be for this bout, which was a carefully chosen Rush Shaker type opponent against Pedro Campa, who was 34-1-1. He was 34-1-1. Now he's 34-2-1 with 23 KOs. Who is Pedro Campa? According to this article, SB Nation, it says that Pedro Campa is an opponent with an undeniably inflated record. This is what they're saying. But Campa did come to fight. That tomato can came to fight. Yes, he did. That tomato can came to fight last night, boy. True. But Campa did come to fight. Ranked number 62 in all. He came to fight. And he did not look intimidated by the heavily favored opponent, nor did he look intimidated of the moment, and had some success in the early rounds. Lopez, though, having more success throughout, and the clear difference in boxing skills and speed, hand, and footwork was obvious from the opening bell. Once Lopez really settled it in, it was clear that he built up some damage points on Campa. He went after it in the 7th round, dropping the gang Mexican, and then hammering away until the referee, Tony Weeks, stopped the bout for a TKO. Being at 135 pounds, this is what Teofimo Lopez said. He said, being at 135 was killing my body. I just turned 25, and we want Josh Taylor. He said he want that smoke. We want all the guys. We want Regis Prograis. Good luck with that one. And we want Jose Zepeda. Good luck with that one, too. We want all the belts. He said, that's really who we want. We want to become 2-time world champion. Well, he won 2 belts last night. He did win 2 belts last night. We got to give him that, right? We got to give him that. Then he said right here, Lopez also said, we'll be back in December. We're going to be in the big room this time. Madison Square Garden, Heisman Trophy night on ESPN pay-per-view. And he said his fight going to be on pay-per-view. Well, Bob Arum didn't say that, but this is what he said. He said, we're going to be in the big room. I don't know what big room you're talking about. I guess you're talking about the Hulu Theater. I think that's the big room you're talking about. I'm ready to eat all of these boys. They're all man-made. Teofimo Lopez is self-made. They can never make another one. Okay. Yeah, so he want the smoke. He want the smoke, baby. He want the smoke. He want the smoke. Tio want the smoke. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. I really like to hear that. I like to hear that from my fighters. You want the smoke? I like to hear that. Yes, sir. I like to hear that. He want the smoke. Wicked, what you say, fam? You say, Coach, he fought a tomato can in a tent. Hey, man, you didn't have to say that, dog. But that was a low blow. Hey, Wicked Eddie, that was a low blow, fam. That was a low blow. That was a low blow, fam. You didn't have to say that. You didn't have to say that. Shout out to the one, Mr. Ham. Shout out to the one, Mr. Ham. He said, AKA tomato. Hey, Reds, what is that? He said, I was tripping like a motherfucker when I seen them belts brought out for Tio. Hey, look here, man. Hey, look here. Hey, Reds, check this out, brother. Listen, look here, brother. Look here, man. Reds, let me show you something. Let me show you something, Reds. Now, now look here, man. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. My dog T Diddy, and Teofimo Lopez, they're back. They are back. He does have the belts. He has two. He has the WBC. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me do this. He has the WBC. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this. I'm fixing to show you right now. Is it right here? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm fixing to show you. I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you right now. Hold on. Where is that? Where is that? Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. I don't want nobody thinking I'm capping. I don't want nobody thinking, oh man, Coach Lion, man, how he won 2 belts? How he won 2 belts when Josh Taylor got 2 and the other 2 and the other 2 are up for grabs, vacant titles. I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is this here. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Just in case anybody don't believe me, I got the receipt. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you, right? For what I'm seeing, Teofimo Lopez, our good brother. For what I'm seeing, the Takeover. Hold on, let's do it like this here. Let's do it like this here. And I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you. Not making this up, Reds. As you can see right here, that's the WBO strap, and that's the WBC strap. This belt right here, this makes Teofimo Lopez a unified champion. He's unified, right? That makes him unified. He's a two-weight division unified champion. And you see my dog, you see T Diddy right there. T Diddy, you see T Diddy right there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Unified champion. This belt right here is the WBC NABF junior welterweight title. And this belt right here is the WBO international title. So I just want to let y'all know that. I just want to let y'all know that, just in case y'all didn't know. He said, Coach, I heard that green belt is from Walmart. Hey, man, look at y'all are going to be disrespecting the belts, dog. What we're not going to do, we're not going to disrespect the belts. We're not going to disrespect the Hey, man, Sly, what's going on? Sly say, he said, you think he really wants to smoke, or is he just copying the playbook of Ryan Garcia? You know what? I believe Teofimo wants to smoke. I believe he wants to smoke. I'm not gonna lie, because I think he wants to now that he's a unified champion. He's a unified champion now. I think he wants the other belts as well. You see what I'm saying? I don't think he's putting the Ryan Garcia, but he's calling out guys he knows he's not going to be able to fight right now. Stop saying you can't say you want Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor got a fight already with Jack Catterall. You get what I'm saying? Regis Prograis got a fight right now with what's my man, Jose Ramirez. They fight for the vacant WBC title. So he calling out guys who we know that's tied up right now. But I think he do. I think he do. He say, Coach, I know who's next for T.O. It's Joshua. Would you say Joshua Vargas? He say 1 round, 30-second knockouts. Okay. We'll see. Pito, what you say, fam? You say Danny Garcia and T.O. had the same WBO shrink. Hey, what you say? Out of power. You say, damn, that boy want all the southpaws. Don't think that's a good idea. Hey man, you know that he say he want to smoke. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button for the old boy, man. We got over 200 people in here, less than 200 likes. Let's get the likes up. He said, you think he really wants? Yeah. I think he. Hey, because to me, Teofimo don't have a track record of he don't have a track record that not Danny Garcia, that what's my main man there, Ryan Garcia has. Now, if he had that Ryan Garcia track record, then I'd be like, I'd be like, yeah, he just capping. I'd be like, yeah, he just capping. F Society, what's going on? He say T Diddy needs a 12-step program. Stays drunk as fuck. Yeah, man. Kene, what you say? You say you think T.O. calling out guys who already got fights? Yeah. So he ain't got to fight Ryan Garcia? I mean, those guys have fights. You do know that. Now, one thing, Kene, one thing I will say, a lot of brothers, I asked you guys this in the chat. Do you guys feel that he's ready to fight anybody in the top 10 in his next fight? Sauce Louis said no. I don't think he's ready for the top 10 right now. Not right now. I said you give him another can, right? Give him another can. That can he fought last night was ranked number 62. This time you gotta look at it too, right? If you're Bob Arum, you're like, this guy's your investment. You know, he learned his lesson, and then he's fighting in little small venues. So really he's building himself back up now. He has to build himself back up. When you have a fighter, when you have a promoter that have you fighting in 3,000, 4,000 seat venues, 5,000 seat venues, fighting in a tent last night. When you have a fighter, when you have a promoter have you fighting there, it's like you got to start back over. Because in the article, remember, if you see the article right here, fam, this tells us a lot. This tells us a lot. I think the top brass guys at Top Rank, you know, they want to see if his mind is back right. You see what I'm saying? They got to see if his mind is back right, because he seemed like he's been off. It seemed like he's been off, but so I think you put him in there with another can, but the can got to be in the top 25. It got to be in the top 25. And matter of fact, let's look up some possible opponents that T.O. can fight next. Sauce Louis, you say top 10, yeah, not top 5, coach. Okay, so you say top 10. Sauce Louis, let's see. We saw. Hold on. So who do you guys want to see him fight next in the top 10? We're not worried about Josh Taylor. He's not ready for Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor has a fight coming up. Rodriguez Prograis has a fight coming up. Ramirez has a fight coming up. Jose Cepeda, I don't know. So, and this guy's fighting, Jack Catterall is fighting Josh Taylor. So Sauce Louis is saying he can fight people in the top 3. So, all right, this guy's off the table. Cepeda is top 3. Well, these are the top 4 guys. So Matias. So y'all want to see him get in the ring with Matias next? What about Barbosa? You can put him in there with Barbosa, right? Gary Antoine Russell. What about him? What about Ergovic? What about him? What about AK? What about AK right here? Now, I would probably put him in the ring. If you're gonna deal with somebody in the top 10, put him in there with this guy. This is gotta be Mikey Garcia. Put him in there with this guy. Put him in there with Sandor Martin. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about that? Sauce Louis say any of those bombs. Hey, who? Sauce Louis, you say they bombs, huh? Hey, Sauce Louis. So you say AK a bomb, huh? AK a bomb. Okay, he's 91. You can put him in there with him. He's 91. He's 91. You can put him in there with him. Ergovic, you can put him in there. You can put him in there with him then. You say he'll bomb too? Okay. 22-0 with 19 KOs. All right. Gary Antoine Russell, you say he'll bomb too? 16-0. Okay, you can throw him in there with that. Barbosa, 27-0, 10 knockouts. He'll bomb. Okay, all right. All right, Subadel Martinez, he'll bomb. Okay, so I tell you what. Okay. All right, I got you, Sauce Louis. I got you. Hey, what you say? What you say, Connect? You say, nah, coach. You trying to babysit T.O. Hey, nah, I ain't trying to, hey, listen, dog, listen. I ain't trying to babysit him. Connect, I swear, dog. Hey, dog, I swear, dog, I ain't trying to babysit him, dog. All I'm saying is this. Hold on, Connect, listen. I think you're misunderstanding the situation, brother. You know you got both your niggas playing. Hold on, let me break this down. Diallo Huggy, what you say, fam? You say some of those guys in the top 10 do the politics. Yeah. That is true. We do know how it works. Hey, Marquis say, you trying to put him in protection. Oh, y'all at my neck. Everybody at my neck. No, you trying to protect this nigga. No, hey, Marquis, no, you trying to protect this dude. No, put him in there with somebody. No, hey, you know what, though? You're right. You know what? You're right. Y'all right. Listen, hold on, dog. Hold on. I'm not trying to protect him. All I'm saying, my brother, is this. Hey, Marquis, look at this, fam. Look at this. Check this out. Lopez, I want you to put it in this proper perspective, my brother. Put it in this proper perspective. Lopez hadn't fought since a stunning upset loss against George Kambosos Jr. last November. And there were some questions about his mindset in preparation. So I'm looking at it from the questions about his mindset and preparation standpoint. They had questions about how dialed in he might be for this bout. And Teo said he only sparred 2 weeks. He said I only sparred 2 weeks for this fight, right? Which was a carefully chosen rust shaker against Campa, an opponent with an undeniable inflated record. So psychologically, the people at Top Rank were so worried about Teofimo Lopez's mind state, his mindset, his state of mind, that they carefully chose an opponent that had an inflated record by the name of Pedro Campa. This is what the article is saying. So you got to understand that's where I'm coming from, my brother. I don't have him in the witness protection program. I promise you I don't. But I'm looking at it from the psychological standpoint, my brother. See, hold on. Hey, Marquis, and you anybody who think that protected Teofimo. I'm trying to explain it to you guys like this.
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate, to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation.
You see what I'm saying, my brother? What I'm saying is, in order to perpetrate the Jericho's activation, we're going to have to circumcise certain elements of the diaspora when it comes to certain mechanical functions dealing with the psychology of the mental state of Teofimo Lopez. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to percolate the situation by letting it marinate with seasoning so that I can observe from an observatory point of view in order to analyze certain 90-degree perpendicular square form as pi meets square in order to evaluate the equation from a psychological standpoint when it comes to picking the next opponent. I hope you understand what I just said, brother. True. That's all I'm saying, my brother. That's all I'm saying. He said the question is why he only sparred for 2 weeks. Was he injured? Was he unfocused? Did he have the money for sparring partners? So many questions. Yes, it's so many questions. Yeah, that's a good question. Shout out to my sister Bless 365. She said they're trying to put him. He said they're trying to put him in there with the likes of some killers. Hey, but you know what? He calling out the killers. He calling out the killers, man. He calling out the killers. So if he calling them out, throw them on in there then. Sauce Louis say them dudes bums. He say them dudes bums. He said Gary Antoine Russell bum, Matias a bum. Throw him in there with him then. He said, Costa Siki Chinese. Hey, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So you got to look at it. You got to look at it from a psychological standpoint. I think the people at Top Rank, they again, I told you guys to do what you can. I told you that, and they selectively chose him, because what Teofimo was going through psychologically. So, You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta that's what you gotta look at. That's what you gotta look at. But guess what? I'm with Sauce Louis then. Throw him in there. Fuck it, throw him in there. Shout out to Mr. Nice. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, he say, Coach on his CB4, I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all explaining. He said, you need to fight right to bring the takeover back. That slept Comey. Okay. He gotta stay active. T Diddy back. Okay. You know what though, Mr. Nice? I do like the fact that he's fighting again in December. I like
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, you get what I'm saying though? So yeah. So you know, I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing. Shout out to Nessa Ramirez. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Tio should fight Andy Hiroka. Casual. He said casuals would think he's a killer. He won't see the lack of defense. He said good for hyping up Tio. Hey man.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, you know what though, man? Hey, you know what though? You know what y'all might have a point. If Teofimo calling out the killers, put him in there with the killers. Throw him in there. Let him have his next fight there. Let him have his next fight there. But you can't be calling out guys who you know that have a fight coming up. Now for me that's cap. You know, the guys who you know have fights coming up. So we'll see what happened next year. Next year sometime. We don't know what the brass at top rank are gonna come with. The brass at top rank guys, you know, it's gonna go down, it's gonna come down to how they feel about the situation. You know what I mean? How they feel about the situation. So he'll probably fight them guys later on down the line. But in his next fight, who is he supposed to fight in his next fight? Who do you guys want to see? You know what I mean? Who you guys want to see? He's a unified champion now. He is a unified champion. Facts. I just showed you the belts. He is a unified champion. I showed you that, right? Let's get the likes up. We got over 200 people in here watching and less than 200 likes. Let's get the likes up. So he is a unified champion, 2-weight division, unified champion. I think that you know what? Let's go over here and look at his options. Let's look at his options. Shout out to Wicked Eddie. Hey, okay. For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what you say, Wicked Eddie? He said, Coach, you're right. Have him fight one more can, but it got to be a top 25 can.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
All right, so you know what? But he want to fight a dude in the top 10, I guess. You know what I mean? Throw him in there with Gary Antoine Russell, because Sauce Lewis said them dudes bums. So Gary Antoine Russell, put him in there with Matias. Those guys is Matias. You know what though? Are those? Hey, let's go. This is what we need to do. Let's go to Top Rank's roster. I want to see how many of these guys that Tio can fight. How many of those guys are with Top Rank? Let's look at their roster and see what's up. What you say, Con? You say she'll be a bit more. You say it's a bit moist to say he should fight another can of sardine. He called that program Zepeda. You know what though? Guess what? Put him in there with somebody in the top 10. If that's what he wants, so be it. If that's what he wants, so be it. As a matter of fact, he's saying it's a takeover. He said if he's saying it's a takeover, then take over. Let him fight the top dogs then. You right about that. No, you right, fam. No, you right. Y'all right. Nah. As a matter of fact, so this is what we gonna do. He gonna have to fight one of these top guys. No, y'all right. I'm with you when you're right now. If you calling out the killers, throw his ass in there with some killers. You're right about that. If you calling them out. So Teofimo should be fighting. Remember, these guys are off the board. Champ, these two, Regis Prograis and Ramirez is fighting for the vacant title, WBC strap. Jose Cepeda, I think he's available. I'm not sure. Catterall is not available. So Jose Cepeda, Matias, Arnold Barbosa, Gary Antoine Russell. I think PBC will make that fight. They'll make that fight because he low on the totem pole over there. Ergovich, Ergashev, I think that's his name. 8K. And you know what? The low-hanging fruit over here for me, I'm just saying for me. The low-hanging fruit over here for me, someone who doesn't have any punching power, Sandor Martin. Match Teofimo up with Sandor Martin. That's who you match him up with. For me, that's the low-hanging fruit right there. That's the low-hanging fruit in the top 10. Match him up with him. Right? That's a top 10 guy by according to the Ring magazine. According to Ring. That's a top 10 guy. Put him in there with him. Little green eyes people, what you say? You say might as well hit the like button in it. Gus, what you say? You say he should be fighting Barbosa. Yeah. You know what? You're right about that though. I agree with that. Throw him in there with Barbosa. If he wanted to kill us, throw him in there with somebody in the top 10. Yeah. Jose, what you say, fam? You say no more. No, you say no more can, please. So all right, I tell you another thing. Shout out to Arlette. I show you another thing. Hold on, I got something else for y'all. Hold on, let me see something. Is that the Ring ratings? Hold on. Box Rec. Let's go to Box. Was I on Box Rec? Let's go to Box Rec. Box Rec. Because I think we can gauge. You know what I mean? Because we don't really know exactly how, are the people at top rank, have they seen enough to say we're gonna throw them in there with one of those top guys? So let's see. Super light. Let's do this. Super light submit. Okay, let's do this, guys. Let's do this. So you see right here. Now this is Box Rec. This is Box Rec top 1 through whatever, 1,000 junior welterweights, right? Now guess what? Box Rec got Teofimo Lopez ranked number 2. You feel me? Box Rec has Teofimo Lopez ranked number 2 now. They have Josh Taylor, the champ, because he's the only unified champion. Now they got Teofimo ranked number 2. How did Teofimo jump over Regis Prograis, Jose Cepeda? But that's neither here nor there. But they got him ranked number 2. Box Rec got him ranked number 2 now. So if he's a number 2 guy now, according to Box Rec, guess what? He need to be fighting, say, Jose Ramirez is tied up. Jack Catterall is tied up. Sandor Martin, I will match him up with him. Gary Antoine Russell, Regis Prograis is tied up. They got Ryan Garcia here. Ryan Garcia haven't fought anybody yet, and they got him ranked in here. Teofimo Lopez had a fight last night, so that's justifiable to have him there. But until Ryan have a fight, I'm not going to rank him, and I'm not going to rank him in that division until he has a fight there. Because we got to see how we got to see how Ryan Garcia is going to look against one of those 140 pounders, right? I don't know. They got Barbosa right here. Subriel Matias right here. You see what I'm saying? They got Montana Love. You can put, hey, you know what though? You can put Teofimo in there with Montana Love. Throw him in there with Montana Love. They got Jose Pedraza right here. So give him a top 15 guy. Victor Postol. Victor Postol 1,000 years old. But yeah, give him a top 15 guy over here. Give him a top 15 guy. Box Rec, since Box Rec got him ranked so high, give him a top 15 guy. Give him a top 15 guy, guys. What you think about that? What you think about that? Give him a top 15 guy. Ace Lee, what you say? You say Box Rec tripping. I told you how it works, guys. I told you how it works. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Sneed, I told you how it worked, my brother. I told you how that worked. He said Prograis is fighting Cepeda. You sure? I thought he was fighting Nah, I don't think he's fighting Cepeda. I don't think he's fighting Cepeda. I think he's fighting Ramirez. I think he's fighting Ramirez. Hold on. I think he's fighting fighting Ramirez. Hold on. But let me check and see. I think he's fighting Ramirez. Oh, so you're right about that, fam. I thought Cepeda had withdrawn from the fight. It was doggone Ramirez withdrawn from the fight. Okay. So that's what happened with that fight. For some reason, I was thinking it was I thought it was Cepeda that withdrew from the fight. This was Ramirez. Jose Ramirez withdraws from the title fight of Jose Cepeda because of conflict with Wedding. Let me show you guys the article. Jose Ramirez withdraws from the title fight. So I remember when Jose Ramirez was supposed to fight Cepeda. I remember that. Bam. But I was under the impression that Cepeda had withdrew from the fight. So I got both of these guys confused. So you're right, fam. Sauce Louis, you're right about that. Hey, thank you for correcting me, fam. Jose Ramirez, okay. So him and Regis Prograis is fighting for the vacant WBC belt. So Teofimo's not going to he won't be able to fight Ramirez because of the wedding. He won't be able to fight Jose Cepeda nor Regis Prograis because they're fighting each other. So it still go back to this. So you got to throw him in there. You got to throw him in there with one of these guys. Jack Catterall is tied up. Jack Catterall is tied up with Josh Taylor. So yeah, you can throw Teofimo in there with Sandor Martin. That could be his next fight. You can throw him in there with well, they got Ryan Garcia here. That fight ain't gonna, I don't know. They got Ryan Garcia here, so maybe, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one because, it's kind of hard to tell with Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. So I'm not even gonna hold too much stock on that. Well, I'm talking about the guys who we know that's gonna fight. Barbosa, Matias, Montana Love, Jeremiah Nicholas. We got him. Victor Postal, and Jose Petraza. So give him one of these guys in the top 15. Give him one of these guys in the top 15, box rate top 15. Since you got Teofimo ranked so high, throw him in there with those guys. Throw him in there with those guys. That should be his next fight in December, if he can get it. If he can get it. If he can get it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, A Sneed, yeah. Ramirez getting married. Yeah, A Sneed, I didn't know that, fam. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was getting married. I was under the impression that Pedraza was the one that pulled out of the fight. It was Ramirez. Okay. So throw him in there with that. He ranked number 2. Throw him in there with that. Boss Dog, he said number 2. He said number 2 fights in the top 10, coach. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that, fam. You're right about that. Then if he's ranked number 2, he has to fight in the top 10. I totally agree with that. He has to fight in the top 10. You're right about that. Boss Dog, you're right about that. If he's ranked number 2, you got to put him in there with the top 10 guy. I totally agree with that. Shout out to Arlette. What did you say, sis? You said Ramirez is ducking so bad, he rather get married than the fight. God damn, Arlette. Arlette ain't got no chill, boy. The nigga ducking. Tell him to sign the contract. The nigga ducking. He want to get married. I will fight your dog, but I'm getting married right now. I'm getting married. Come on, Arlette. The man getting married, Arlette. He get married. All they say, don't get no passes. No pass. I don't care about you get married. You supposed to fight. You know what I mean? All that don't give a damn. Jose, you say that's right. Top 10 it is. Yeah, top 10 it is. Top 10 it is. I totally agree. Top 10. Put him in up with the top 10. Put him in up with the top 10. Sauce Louis, what you say, fam? He said, you see how Mayweather got Tank Davis out of the 140-pound division real quick? Yeah. I think Tank had a Reggie belt. I think Tank had a Reggie belt at 140. He dropped that belt. I think it was more so about. Yeah, they did get him out of there. I think he was a champion in 3 different weight divisions, right? Sauce Louis. I think he had a belt at featherweight, super featherweight. He had a belt at got the Reggie belt in lightweight, and he had a Reggie belt at 140, and he dropped 2 of them. So yeah, he dropped 2 of them. What you say, fam? He say, Kene, he said that man found happiness. Let him live. Con Sauter say he could get married the day after his face is punched all up. Oh man. Sauce Louis says, where's the energy with Tank? What are you talking about? What energy? What are you talking about? We're looking at opponents that Teofimo can fight next. I don't know what you're talking about. You must be going to war with somebody about Tank. Yeah, whatever beef you got going on with Sauce Louis, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Andre, what did he say? He said Oscar De La Hoya left real quick when the man Campa hit the ground. My man flew. You know what? I didn't see that. I didn't know he was there. I did see he was there. He said top 10 energy. Dog, we talking about 140-pound division. Teofimo Lopez to take over his back. He's a new unified champion, and he fights at 140 pounds. We're not even talking about 135-pound division. You say, no, I'm saying who Tank fighting in the top 10. Oh, you want to switch it to the lightweight division. Who Tank fighting in the top 10? Yeah, bro, I don't, you get what I'm saying, Sauce Louis? I don't know, bro. I don't know if you in your feelings or something, but I don't know, man. Oh, you saying who Tank fighting in the top 10? Man, listen, man, you ought to know what time that is over there. You said, but he got a fight coming up. We don't know when that fight coming up, though. They don't have a fight date, fam. They don't have a fight date. And what I'm trying to do, because it's Teofimo Lopez's day, I'm trying to keep it on Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, your boy, right? Don't you want me to talk about your fighter, Teofimo Lopez? This is his day. If you've been following me, this is what I do. Anytime we have a fight party, we always do the recap the day after on that particular fighter. So we're looking at options for Teofimo Lopez to fight in the 140-pound division. This is about Teofimo Lopez. Who do we think he's going to fight next? That's all that is, fam. That's all that is. So, but anyways, shout out to Khan. He say, Sauce Louis, there's a lot of fakery in the ranking system, though. He say most of it is bought and paid for. Yes, the ranking systems are bought and paid for. Yeah, the ranking systems are bought and paid for. I totally agree. Hey, what you say, Bless? He said, let that boy have his shine. I'm trying to give him his shine. That's all I'm trying to do. Trying to give him his shine. I'm happy for him. Now, will the top guys, will like Bob Arum and the matchmakers over there top rank, I'm curious to see who they gonna match him up with. Now that he's ranked number 2 with BoxRec. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let's look at the sanctioning bodies. Let's see the WBC. And we can pull up the WBO. We can pull up the WBO as well. We can pull up the WBO as well. Let me see. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to make a phone call. Get somebody on the phone. I could probably find out some more inside stuff. What We'll see. I want to see exactly what is going on. Why is it doing that? The WBC must be working on their website again. Every time, you know what? Every time I do this, dog, they always WBO. They always do this. Every time for some reason, I think it had to be Sundays, dog. For some reason, it seems like on Sundays, these guys are working on their site, because I try to pull up these websites on Sundays and it keeps spinning and spinning and spinning. You see what I'm saying? Let's go over here. Let me see. I think the belts also that Teofimo won last night, they're going to be, I think that's going to justify him getting in the rankings in order to get them fight for the major titles. So we'll see how all that plays out. December is right around the corner. Let's see, this is August, September, October, December. So we have 4 months. I think Tank Davis fight in December as well. So nobody has, but there's no fight dates. There's no fight dates for none of these guys. So Ryan Garcia doesn't have a fight date. There's no fight date. So I'm anxious to see how the rest of this boxing schedule is going to play out. I'm anxious to see how the rest of this fight schedule is going to play out. Really am. Just a fan, he say, Coach, have you talked to Kid Austin Pop after the fight? As a matter of fact, man, I got to get him on the show. Hold on. I got to get Kid Austin on the show, because he did say, let's get him on there after the fight. I didn't, you know what? He told me to hit him up. I forgot to call him, dog. I forgot to call him. That was my fault. That was my fault, Just a fan. I'm going to get him back. I'm going to get him back on the show. Sauce Lewis says T.O. versus Tank. Oh, absolutely. I would love to see that fight. What you say, all that? You say WBC trying to fix the ratings. hey, all that. You already know what time it is. You know what time it is. Halim in the building. What's going on, fam? He say they are leftover belts from the trash bin. Hey, man. The man unified, man. The man unified. What you say? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Sai. We just say Sai. You say, is that really going to go his whole career without fighting anybody? I don't know. Oh, you say it's Tank. It's Tank. It's going to go his whole career without fighting anybody, bro. Like, you know the crazy part about this whole thing, as it relates to Tank, you guys, and I was just like you, fam. I was just like you. You guys are just like me. You want to see the top guys fight the top guys, right? If you're a fan of the sport of boxing, Leonard Ellaby, and I say this 1,000 times, Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather have made it abundantly clear what they are doing. He's let it be known that we are not fighting any top guys. They let that be known. They came out and told you that. So it is what it is. You're not going to see Tank in there with no top guys. That's not happening. And he re-signed with Mayweather Promotions for that fact. You get what I'm saying? They let it be known that's not in the cards for him. He's an attraction. It has to make sense. You know, all of that. That's what they let that be known. You know, we don't believe in making another promoter rich. We have a plethora of fighters over here with Mayweather Promotions in the BBC. We're like one big happy family. They told you that. We got a whole bunch of fighters that Tank can fight. They told you that. So it is what it is, dog. Like, you know, I can't. You feel me? He said, "We are the fans, Coach. No pass." I'm not giving him a pass. Not giving him a pass. What I'm saying is, you're asking questions that you already know the answer to. See, this is the problem. I'm not giving him a pass. I think where you're missing the boat at is you're asking questions you already know the answer to. You know, is it raining outside? What do your eyes tell you? Yeah, I do see water falling from the sky. Then it's raining. If you have two promoters telling you that our fighter's not going to fight the top guys, we are going to continue the pickets from the finest of the cherries, we don't have to fight those top guys in order to sell tickets and sell venues, then why keep asking the question? You know, when you already know the answer. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving them a pass for nothing. I'm just telling you what it is. He said that sound like passes. That sound like you say that sound like passes. That sound like you slow. That sound like you slow. That's what it sounds like. If you and your feelings sauce, Louis, so be it. And I rocks with you now. You cool, but that sound like you slow, dog. That sound like you slow to me. I ain't giving them a pass. I don't know what part of I'm giving them a pass. Never said that. But you so in your emotions that you can't see the forest from the trees. But I'm gonna let you deal with that. I'll let you deal with that. Take it how you want to take it. Bless, what you say? You say stop paying them. You say stop paying to see them fight tomato cans. Other than that, it's gonna keep happening. It's gonna keep happening. This is what I'm saying. It's gonna keep happening. What you want me to do? Go to war? Shit, you know, maybe you can do something about it. You know, it is what it is. Shit. What to say? You say what you say? Just a fan. You say he ain't got them all, coach. Apparently not. Apparently not. These people sat right here and told you, when you gonna fight somebody in the top 10? We ain't fighting nobody in the top 10. When we gonna see you fight somebody in the top 10? It gotta make sense. When we gonna see somebody fight in the top 10? You asking the same question over and over that they keep giving you the same answer to. So, shit, what the fuck you want me to do? Ain't nothing I can do about that shit. You know what I mean? The nigga ain't gonna fight nobody. He told you that. What you say? All that you say? I'm starting to think Tank don't want to become great. He is in it for the fast money. And they told you that. That's all that. This is all I'm saying, sis. They told you we in it for the money. I'm a prize fighter. I'm not fighting any top guys. No matter what you niggas on the internet say, we gonna continue to pick us from the finest of the cherries. They told you that. They admitted that. So what the hell I supposed to do? Go to war? Shit, fuck it. Shit, I'm like, hey man, it is what it is. Shit. If these niggas too slow to understand that, I don't know what to tell them. These niggas are slow. Bless 365. You say at least top rank. You say at least top rank doesn't put their fighters in PC. Nah, top rank don't do that now. Top rank don't do that. They don't do that. They don't put their fighters in witness protection program. They don't do that. And I will say this. That's what I do like about it. He said, coach is keeping it real. They were not fighting elite belt holder, title holder in the division until people start paying the exhibitions. Yeah, the people keep paying for it. And see, this is the thing, right? BG Frank, you hit the nail right on the head. This is the thing. They're telling you, bro, listen, like dudes be watching my lives, and it's like some of these dudes is so slow, they don't even, their comprehension skills their comprehension skills, it's on a third grade level. This man, Tank Davis, sold out the Barclay Center, broke the Barclay record with Rolly Romero, a guy that had 14 professional fights. He is a professional judo wrestler. Rolly Romero has the IQ of my rabbit, and I'm not being funny. When people talk about Rolly Romero, they think that he's slow. He's not the brightest light bulb in the ceiling. Everybody know this guy is slow. They sold out the Barclay Center with a mentally handicapped fighter. And I'm not being funny. Look at the look on my face. I'm dead ass serious. You know what that told me? That told me right there they have no incentive on fighting any of the top guys. Calvin Ford sat there and told you that Tank is a prize fighter. Leonard Ellaby told you, I'm not paying Devin Haney the type of money that he was making with the Zone. I'm not paying any of that stuff. So we're not fighting him. It has to make sense. Tank Davis is a star. He's putting butts in seats. All those other guys, they ain't doing that. They telling you that. You know what I mean? So it is. He said, coach, that's not true. He didn't sell out. Well, whatever. That's the narrative they pushing. That's the narrative they're pushing. He's a bigger draw in the lightweight division than anybody else in the lightweight division. That's the narrative they're pushing. So that's all I'm saying. Julio Guzman, what did he say? He said, you killing him, coach. Man, shit. Julio, how many times I don't talk about this same shit? How many times? I don't talk about this over and over and over and over and over and over. I don't talk about this shit so many goddamn times. And I broke it down. And then I said, you know what? I get it. Remember that show I did? I said, I finally get it. And that's when I said Booger Ray Leonard is the greatest promoter. Of course, I'm being facetious. Of course, I know Leonard Ellaby is not the best promoter in boxing. Of course, I know that. I'm being facetious. And I said he got to be the greatest promoter in boxing right now because he sold out the Barclays Center. That's the narrative they're pushing, bro. And that's what's all on the internet, in the media, from the major media outlets. They're saying that he broke the Barclays record. Him and Rolly Romero. He did it with Rolly Romero. That tell you everything you need to know. He has a fan base that don't care nothing, that they're gonna support him no matter who he fights. So, anyways, it is what it is. I hope I made that clear. Shout out to Wicked Eddie. He said September the 23rd, top rank card is going to be so good. Shakur, Keyshawn Davis, Shoo. And you know what? I have that right here. I have that right here. I have that right here. Shout out to Butch God Returns. He said, but sometimes the truth is hilarious. It is what it is. It is. He said nobody agrees with that, coach. Yeah, Sauce Louis, I'm not. You don't have to agree with it, sir. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. Sauce Louis, I tell you what you can do. Do whatever you feel like you have to do, brother. You don't have to agree with that. You got to speak for yourself. I don't think you represent everybody. I don't agree with that shit neither. But guess what? What can you do about it, Sauce Louis? Nothing. What can you do about it? Nothing. So, he said, what you say, the point is, they are making tons of money without risk. Simple economics. Like you said, when Ellaby speaks, listen to what he's saying. He straight up said Tank won't be fighting any of the elites. Hey, let's give his brother a round of applause. He figured it out. Let's say Leonard is a liar. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. True. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Shout out to Kane. He say, is he better than Eddie Hearn, though? Talk about Booger Ray. hey, Kane. Hey, look here, man. I'm riding with Booger Ray. Hey, Kane. I already told you, dog. I'm riding with Booger Ray. All right, with Booger Ray. Kane. Hold on, man. Let's look at the schedule. Let me show you the schedule. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let's go over here. Let me show you the schedule. Hold on. Let's see. We're going to talk about this fight this week, too. Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua. We will be talking about that fight. Yes, sir. We will. I'm excited to see that. No, let's go over here. Let's go over here. ESPN. Let's see what ESPN have coming up. They got Navarrete versus Baez Saturday. After that, they got Jose Pedraza versus Richard Coleman. Coleman, I think this is going to be the second time fighting this year so far. September the 10th, this is on ESPN too. Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall. Friday, this is the fight now this fight is on a Friday. Shakur Stevenson versus Rob Konsekow. This is the only schedule that they have out so far, all the way up until September. The Zone have fights. They got Joshua Usyk, Yokatsa fighting this guy right here. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Canelo, Gennady Golovkin. October, Conor Benn, Chris Eubank Jr., and then Joseph Diaz versus William Cepeda. So their schedule is all the way out. The Zone has a schedule all the way out through November so far. And then, of course, you have all of the undercards. BT Sports, let's go over here. Look at the schedule here. Denzel Bentley versus Marcus Morrison, okay? Joe Joyce. So they have a schedule out till September so far. Fox has, we know they got Andy Ruiz and King Cargo Ortiz. So they have only one schedule on Fox for September. Sky Sports, Usyk, Joshua, that's on there. Liam Smith, Carissa Shields, that's on Sky Sports as well. So same thing. It's going to Sky Sports and ESPN, right? Showtime got Adrian Broner Figueroa. They got Joseph and Hugo, and they have Hugo Rodon. So that they got their schedule out till September the 9th so far. Now we do know that they're going to add more. These lot of these companies, they add more to the schedule. So it is what it is. So we saw the schedule. Let's go over here. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's crack-a-lacking. Let me see what's crack-a-lacking on Twitter. Let me see what's crack-a-lacking on Twitter. Let's see. What's my main man? What's Michael Benson at? I always go to Twitter, check out what the... Let me see what's up. They showing Tyson Fury retired. Okay. Not going to cover that. It's not worth covering. Let's see. Now, I kind of like what Michael Benson said right here. I kind of like what he said right here. Kind of like what he said. I'm gonna let you guys see. He said, "Good to see Teofimo Lopez is back with a win as he stopped Pedraza, Pedro Campa, overnight after moving up to super lightweight. He said his next fight would be on December the 10th. Now I don't know. We didn't hear Bob Arum say that. We didn't hear Bob Arum say that, but we'll see. Okay, that's cool. So we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up with that. And he's talking about Tyson Fury right here. Mauricio Suleiman. Know how I feel about Mauricio, boy. Oh, you know what, though? This is another thing, though. This is another thing, too. For what I'm seeing, Mario Lopez and Tyson, Billy Joe Saunders, Chris Eubank. All right. Malik Scott is training Alexander Usyk. He's in the training camp with Alexander Usyk. Okay. No, they was old sparring partners. They're getting ready. Usyk getting ready, boy. Usyk getting ready, boy. He getting ready. Yes, sir. El Society, what did he say, fam? He said the only way we're gonna get the fights is paying the new boxing game. Is what you say is playing the new boxing game. Hey, you know what though? I'm not gonna lie, we don't have some good fights this year though, El Society. Aside from a few fights, I gotta admit, we've had some good fights. We have some good fights. We've had some. I'm not gonna lie. We had some. We haven't gotten everything, but we have some. You said how much pay-per-view for Joshua Usyk in the USA? I have no idea, fam. I do have the zone. GSV. I do have the zone, but I have no idea. Shout out to Arlette. You said that Louis V jacket. You said that Louis V jacket Eubanks had on at the presser was over $10,000. Oh, there go Arlette. Well, she checking pockets. Well, that jacket was over $10,000. Boy, Arlette peep everything. She know what the price tag is and everything. Shout out to Will. Will, what's going on, fam? He said, Coach. Who would you like for the Usyk Joshua fight? Joshua, I rock with Joshua. But I don't know yet. I haven't made my decision yet. I'm leaning towards Usyk. To be honest with you, Will, I'm leaning towards Usyk. That's what I'm leaning towards. I'm leaning towards Usyk. That's what I'm leaning towards, to be honest with you. But I'll get my final prediction probably Friday. I'm leaning towards Usyk. If you were to ask me now, I'll probably say Usyk. But I'm anxious to see what the difference is going to be with Robert Garcia in the corner as well. F Society, what did you say, fam? He said that jacket was fly. It looked like he got it from Dapper Dan. Oh, Dapper Dan. I don't know who he got it from. I don't know who he got it from. Harleen, he said, no, Arlette, It's the UK store. Yeah, okay, but listen, but she's Arlette talking about the price tag though. She's talking about the price tag. What you say, sis? You say what is the prime? What is the Primark? That is not a USA store. Nah. Oscar, what you say, fam? He say, Coach, is Shakur Stevenson fighting a tomato can? Sandor Martin, what's the dude name? Rob Kosikow? Yeah. Yeah, I would say he's a tomato can. Yeah, I would say he's a tomato can. In comparison to Shakur Stevenson's skill set, yeah, I would say that. I would definitely say that. Shit, I thought he was a tomato can when he fought doggone even though I think he was undefeated at the time. Shit, I thought he was a tomato can when he fought JoJo Diaz. Not JoJo Diaz. Oscar Valdez. Was that Oscar Valdez? Yeah, Oscar Valdez. That was the guy who beat Oscar Valdez in the Olympics. Shakur gonna eat that dude alive. That's an easy fight. That's an easy fight. I'm just being honest with you. You know, he was an Olympian. He was in the Olympics, though. He wasn't an Olympian. But when he wasn't an Olympian. I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't an Olympian. But when I say tomato can, as a matter of fact, let's see what he ranked. Let's see what he ranked, though. Let's see what he ranked. Because this dude don't stand a snowball chance in hell against Shakur Stevens, in my opinion. Let's see. Shakur is fighting a featherweight, super featherweight. Let's do this here. Let's see what he's ranked. His ranking to tell me. Nah, you know what? They got him ranked 13. They got him ranked 13, fam. Look. They got him ranked 13. So he's a top 15 guy. He's not a tomato can. He's a top 15 guy. He's not a tomato can. But they had him ranked number 33. You know what, though? Let me ask y'all a question. You know what? He was ranked number 33. And me knowing how the ranking systems work, I know how this ranking system work. Like, you know, like they have guys get moved up and down the ranking system. I'm curious to know how did he go from rank number 33 and now he's ranked number 13? You get what I'm saying? You know, we go at these ranking systems and it's like, okay. Shakur, Oscar Valdez. Shakur fought two back-to-back champions. He fought two back-to-back champions. He fought what the brother name that was in the Marines, in the military? I forgot his name. I forgot the brother. I got his face. I got a picture of his face. I forgot his name, man. I forgot his name. He fought him, but took his belt. And then he fought Oscar Valdez, took his belt. So he can't get the other guys in the ring. He's fighting a number ranked 13 guy. Now this is not a can. This is not a can. Yeah, Herring. He fought Herring. Yeah, he fought Herring. Yeah, he fought a number ranked 13 guy. This is not a can. It's not a can. I still don't give him a chance though. I still don't give him a chance. What did he say, Oscar? He said, what you say, Oscar? You say, Coach. I think overranked number 10 are tomato cans. You know the crazy part about it? This is the thing, Oscar. We don't like. I would like to sit down, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Corruption aside, I would like to sit down and just talk to these representatives at these sanctioning bodies. Now, this is not a sanctioning body. Now, this is box rec. Right? I don't know. I would like to know what is the criteria that you go by when you decide to rate a fighter. You get what I'm saying? Like for me, I would rate a guy based on the level of competition. And I'm talking about from when they get in the ring, how tough that fight was and how tough that guy was when he fought those other guys. You see what I'm saying? So I would just like to know what is their criteria for how they rank fighters. That would let me know or not. I don't know their criteria because my criteria may be totally different from their criteria and vice versa. and vice versa. 13 not bad. 13 not bad. So that's why I say he ranked number 13, and that's why I say he's not a tomato can. He's not a tomato can. He's ranked number 13. That's the only thing we can really go by, to be honest with you. Shakur, what you say? You say Shakur just outclassed Valdez. Yeah, he did. Box, what you say, big blunts and boxing? You say it's levels to the tomato cans, though, ain't it? Yeah, it is. He said like we got store brands. He said we got household names and shit. Yeah, you're right about that. It is. It's levels to it. And now, if he was fighting a number ranked 60 something guy, then we'll be like, oh man, he fighting a number ranked 60 something guy. That's a tomato can. But he fighting a dude that's ranked number 13. He fighting a dude that's ranked number 13. So he said if you are who you say you are, you'll make the top 15 look like tomato cans. Now, you know what, Kenneth? You hit the nail right on the head. Yes, sir. You're right. True. Those fighters, Kenneth, you hit the nail right on the head. Those fighters who are special, they make top guys look regular. Rod Jones had a saying. When Rod Jones was fighting, they used to say that he ain't fought nobody. Right? They say he ain't fought nobody, right? And James Toney used to say, man, Rod Jones ain't doing nothing but fight my leftovers. You know what I mean? And all that stuff there, right? But the thing is Rod Jones used to say, you had the nerve to say I ain't fought nobody. I just made him look like nobody. Y'all must have forgot. And so what happens is, you know, when you fight a top guy and you're such, especially when you got people saying that you are a once in a generational type fighter, when you fighting the top guys and you make them look ordinary, that shows how special you are as a fighter. When you fighting guys that people hold in high regard, and you make that guy that you hold in high regard look regular or look average at best, that go to show you that show that you are a generational talent. You see what I'm saying? That show you a generational talent. That's what it shows to me. That's what it shows to me. You know what I mean? He say everybody tomato can.
But this ball been taking the easy matches. Fight another ball.
Hey, he say, what you say, Andre? You say people think that everyone outside of the top 10 are bums. Then how you all complaining about the elite fighting bums? They have to fight someone. He say the elite can't fight every fight. No, that is true. That's true. The term bomb is Andre, you hit the nail right on the head, fam. I totally agree with you. The term bomb could be a lot of times overly used. Bomb or even tomato can. But you hit the nail right on the head. You're not going to, you know, this is how I look at it. I look at it like this here. Because all we have to go by is the ranking system. And a lot of people always look at where would this guy rank when you fought him, right? Now, even though we do know that the ranking systems are rigged, we do know that the ranking, you know, these sanctioning bodies. Now this is according to box rec. But I'm saying as it relates to the sanctioning bodies, you can have guys moved up and down at will, right? So we know how that works. But you hit the nail right on the head. Like, all of the top guys are not going to fight all of the top guys every time. So my criteria is this. As long as you fight somebody in the top 15, a top 15 guy, and this is for the generational talent fighters. Because I got to put this in its proper context. Fighters who we look at as being, man, that's a once in a generational, a lifetime talent right there. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I say, if you tell me your fighter is King Kong, his ass better be fighting Godzilla. That's why I say the worst thing you could do to me is brag to me about your fighter. If you bragging to me about your fighter, but your fighter ain't fighting these top guys, don't brag to me about your fighter. Don't brag to me about your fighter. I don't want to hear that shit. Because because I'm from the old school. The way I judge a fighter, I say, okay, if this guy's who you say he is, he need to be fighting these guys. That was my issue with Tank Davis. Still my issue. But hey, it is what it is. There ain't shit I can do about it. They let it be known what time it is. So I'm seeing what you say. You say Floyd made the Hall of Fame. You say if Floyd made the Hall of Fame, fighters look ordinary. It was special to watch. Yeah. He made a Hall of Fame fighters look ordinary. Yeah, he did. You know, it's one fighter he didn't know. He didn't make Oscar De La Hoya look ordinary. That was a close fight. Oscar, you know, some would say even Oscar won that fight. Miguel Cotto gave him hell. That was the first time I ever seen Floyd Mayweather's face get busted up. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying. Those special fighters, you know, they have that. You get what I'm saying? They have that. Kene, what you say? He said, what if all the monsters don't want to fight though? What if all the monsters don't want to fight? Then I can't call them monsters. You see what I'm saying, Kene? If all of the monsters, hold on, let me do this. Let's do this. You know, you guys know how much I love James Lights Out Tony. Y'all know how much I like James Tony. But hold on. Let me show you something. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me show you something. Lights out. Let me see if it's. Hold on. Here you go right here. Hold on. Let me show you something. James Lights Out Tony. I want you to hear something from him. James Lights Out Tony.
I'm back. I'm coming for everybody out there. That means Roy Jones, Darius McIntyre, you know, Vasily Jarov. Whoever want to fight me, I'm going to fight them all because I'm the best fighter in the world, period. I'll fight anybody. You know, you can say, everybody can brag and bull say they're the best fighter in the world, but if you can't put it in, if you can't just get in there with the best fighters, you're just a farce. And that's all Roy is, and that's all everybody else has been in the past. But if you look at my resume, I fought everybody. From middleweight to light heavyweight, I fought the best fighters in the East Division. And the guys Roy has been fighting the last 3 or 4 years, those were my leftovers.
Now that's James Tony. Hold on. I'm going to show it to you. That's the criteria that I go by. So, Kane, to answer your question, what if the monsters don't want to fight each other, though? If the monsters don't want to fight each other, then guess what? They were never monsters. True. They were never monsters. There's no such thing as a monster not wanting to fight another monster. True. There's no such thing as that. There's no such thing as King Kong not wanting to fight the other monsters to prove that he's the best monster on Kong Island. There's no such thing as Godzilla not wanting to fight on the other monsters to prove that he is the king of the monsters. There's no such thing as that. If a fighter is supposed to be a monster, I don't care who he is, and he don't want to fight the other top guys, guess what? He was never a monster. True. Period. Old school. That's how we do it. Reese Mack, he said a monster who doesn't want to fight another to prove his greatness and achieve glory, then get your ass out the game. He's not a monster. It's not a monster. Here you go right here, though. Here go James Lights Out. I'm going to let you guys see what James Lights Out said. This old now. This old. This James Lights Out Tony. Hold on. Let me see what he got right now. Hold on. I'm going to play it in a minute. Hold on. I'm going to show you. Hold on. Give me a minute. Here you go right here.
I'm back. I'm coming for everybody out there. That means Roy Jones, Darius McIntyre, you know, Vasily Jarov. Whoever want to fight me, I'm going to fight them all because I'm the best fighter in the world, period. I'll fight anybody. You know, you can say, everybody can brag and bull say they're the best fighter in the world, but if you can't put it in, if you can't just get in there with the best fighters, you're just a farce. And that's all Roy is, and that's all everybody else has been in the past. But if you look at my resume, I fought everybody. From middleweight to light heavyweight, I fought the best fighters in the East Division. And the guys Roy has been fighting the last 3 or 4 years, those were my leftovers. For you regardless. I'm back. I'm coming for everybody out there. That means Roy Jones, Darius McIntyre. for you regardless.
There you go right there. So when you come over here telling me your fighter is a killer, and he ain't talking like that, what James Likes Out Tony just said, your fighter ain't no killer. I have been consistent at saying that. If you've been watching my channel, you know I say this all the time. So I don't need nobody trying to G-check me about my standards. Because the reason why some of you follow me is because of that, about my standards. So when a fighter tells me that he ain't fighting no other, when I hear a promoter tell me my fighter ain't gonna fight no top guys, it's about putting butts in seats, we don't need to do this, we don't need to do that, that tell me everything I need to know. Don't come over here and tell me your fighter's a killer. I'm the one that's brought this to the YTBC. If you tell me your fighter is King Kong, his ass better be fighting who? Godzilla. If you tell me your fighter is He-Man, he better be fighting who? Skeletor. If you tell me your fighter is Lion-O, he better be fighting Mum-Ra. I'm the one that came to the YTBC with that. Me. You get what I'm saying? So, don't come over here telling me your fighter is this A, B, C, and D. If he ain't doing the things that A, B, C, and D does. You heard what James Likes Out Tony say. Boxing ain't changed. It's just the niggas is scared now. You say he ain't lying. He ain't lying, yeah. 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 Shout out to Bless. What you say? Bless say, these boys out here fighting other boys.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
James Sony, he was calling out Roy Jones. James didn't care, bro. James did not care. His resume speaks for itself. His resume speaks for itself. His resume speaks for itself. Jay, what you say? You say Lennox Lewis, Lennox the Great Lewis. Yes. I wasn't crazy about Lennox Lewis because he beat Mike Tyson. I'm not gonna lie, but guess what? I gotta bow down and admit, Jay, I like Lennox Lewis now. Lennox Lewis was the greatest heavyweight of that Mike Tyson era. Period. Lennox Lewis fought everybody and he beat them all. He did that. And the 2 losses he got on his record, he went back and knocked those guys out. He avenged his losses. It is what it is. Hey, bless hit us with that cover leg, coach. Hello.
But this ball been taking the easy matches, fighting other balls.
Shout out, hey man, hey, shout out to cover leg.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing in my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Hey, if they ain't doing that, see, I don't respect it.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Hello. Yeah, man. Yeah. What you say? You say Tony was wrong about Roy though. That speed was too much for him. Yeah. But what? That's not the point. The point I'm trying to say, John B. Poetic, is this. If you know the thing about James Likes Out Tony, that's how he talked. He didn't like his opponents. He did not respect his opponents. He didn't care nothing about none of that. He talked trash, but he got in the ring and fought everybody. Give me a fighter James Tony didn't fight. He fought whoever the dudes was supposed to be the best in whatever weight division he was in. He fought him. James Tony did that. See, you can see, and this was in the 90s. So we're not talking about that too long ago. This was in the 90s. And even in the 2000s. Like, James Tony, dog, he was the type of guy like this. All you had to say was you was better than him in that weight division. Guess what? Me and you fighting next. That was James Tony. Me and you fighting next. James Tony fought Evander Holyfield. Yes, he did. And beat his ass. Beat him. Put on a boxing clinic against Holyfield. Yeah. So when you guys tell me about these fighters today, and I say I ain't really, it ain't but a few of them I'm impressed with. That I see that's fighting the tough guys every time they step in there. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying it's a mentality. The mentality is missing from today's fighters. Not all of them. Not all of them now. I'm not gonna say any names, you know. I'm not gonna say any names because I don't want to leave nobody out. I'm not gonna say any names. I don't want to leave nobody out. But each weight division has some fighters they really about that life. But most of the fighters that's boxing today, I'm not gonna say most, but a good share of them, they ain't, you get what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Nothing. There's nothing that no one is going to tell me that's going to change my mind from that. Nothing. If you try to change my mind, you're wasting your time. Save your breath for something else. It's not going to happen. Hunter Young, he say no one knows what's in Tank's heart. Is he a hero to get paid? Is he here to get paid or for legacy fight? He's there to get paid. They told you that. He's a prize fighter. They said that he's a prize fighter. Yeah. So either way, can't knock the hustle. Right? It is what it is. It is what it is. Nesta, what you say, fam? You say Bo throwing the belt in the garbage can was hilarious. Yeah, listen, really, Bo did not want to. Now he stepped to Lennox Lewis, said he'll fight him and this and that, but at the end of the day, he threw his belt in the garbage can. You say too many American fighters want to be Floyd, cherry picking. That's why. Floyd, but there's two parts of Floyd Mayweather. There's Pretty Boy Floyd, and then there's Money May. Money May was the cherry picker. Pretty Boy Floyd was not. There's two halves. There's two halves of Floyd Mayweather. Pretty Boy Floyd was an assassin, especially at 130 pounds. A lot of these kids that's fans of Floyd Mayweather now, they don't know nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd. They never heard of him. Money Mayweather was the cherry picker. That's two different Floyds. Shout out to Arlette. You say AJ is about that life. Yeah, AJ fights some top guys, bro. He fights some top guys. Fighting another guy who beat him already. So he's fighting the top guys. When you have those belts, you got to defend your titles. Whether you like them or not, it is what it is. Blackwater. He said know what makes Mayweather 50-0 record stand out of the level of competition. He beat something that's not going to happen in today's boxing. I mean, he got the 50-0 record. You got to understand. He won that. Let me see. Which fight was his last fight? Was it Berto? I think Berto was his last fight. I'm not gonna lie to you, Blackwater, because me being from the old school, and I know I've been following Floyd Mayweather since I've been watching boxing 40 years. The 50-0 don't really hold up. He's really more so 49-0. I don't count Conor McGregor. I'm gonna tell you why. If Floyd Mayweather is a generation of talent, he's one of the best fighters to ever put on a pair of gloves. You definitely can't count him beating a guy, an MMA fighter, who had a 0-0 record in professional boxing. Like the niggas I know, we don't count that. The dudes I know. A Floyd Mayweather fanboy would, but a dudes I know, we don't. 49-0, yeah, but 50-0, that kind of McGregor shit, though. Shout out to Battle Rap. He said, that's why I like Haney's. He said, that's why I like the Haney's. You call them out, they send the contract. There go Halim. He said, yeah, Bum Lewis trash can champ. Listen, how is Halim? I don't know. Halim, how is Lennox Lewis a trash can champ, but the guy who threw his belt in the trash is not a trash can champ? He literally threw his belt in the garbage can to avoid fighting Lennox Lewis. Literally. Eric Gutierrez, you say 49-0, yes. Yeah. Big Blunt, you say Zerto Ramirez 44-0 right now. He might take Floyd record. There they go, boy. Oh, man. Zerto 44. I tell you what, he's supposed to be fighting Bivol. If he fight Bivol, his ass gonna be 44-1. I'm betting money on Bivol on that fight. I'm dead ass. I'm betting money on Bivol on that fight. I really am. You see what I'm saying?
What about Rocky Marciano?
Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit.
He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Hey man, hey, you feel me, Bless? I'm like, yeah, we don't count Conor McGregor, dog. We don't count Conor McGregor. We don't count Conor McGregor. We don't count that. So I'm just, you know what I mean? Old school, dog. We don't count Conor McGregor. The dudes who I know who around my age, we don't count that. The fanboys count it. The fanboys count it. He was 0-0. The man never had a professional fight before in his life. How can you count that? Now, from a money grab situation, yes, but how can you count that? That was an exhibition match. That was an exhibition match. That's what it was. I mean, you have to know that, right? You have to know that. Shout out to Jaime Rivera. Hey, okay. For dropping that. Bam, cash app on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, shout out to Jaime. What you say? You say thanks for broadcasting last night. That was fun. Yes, I appreciate that, fam. I really do appreciate that. Shout out to my brother Jaime Rivera, man. It is what it is.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, Reggie, shout out to Reggie Singleton. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam, dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What did say, Reg? He say Floyd called Gary Russell and said stop picking on Tank.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, what you say, Big Blunts? You say Zerto super confident. Zerto was Canelo's sparring partner. I think Bivol get him out of there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not Zerto 44-0, but I'm very confident he's gonna be 44-1 when he fight Bivol. You know. And 44-1 ain't bad. You know what I mean? Again, that's just my prediction. Now my brother Shelton Moore, he high on Zerto. I'm not really high on Zerto. Because who you fight matters. I look at all of those intangibles. You know, get what I'm saying? Shout out to PBC Central. He said, I'm telling y'all, Lewis beat Halim's favorite fight. Hey, you know what, man? I don't know what it is with Halim, man. Halim, boy. Oh, my God. Halim, man. I don't know what it is with Halim and Lennox Lewis, man. I think it's some real beef. I think Halim, I think you know Lennox Lewis personally. It's something happened. So I actually think Maidana beat Floyd. So Floyd might be around 45-0. Cool Burker, he said every time I get in the chat, a white man gotta pull Loma out there. Who talking about Lomachenko? Y'all talking about Lomachenko? Y'all talking about the Matrix? Shout out to Arlette. She say, I still can't believe that white guy in the barbershop is Eddie Murphy. Yeah, that's Eddie Murphy. Yeah, that's when you know you're a damn good actor. You're a damn good actor. Eddie Murphy was that guy. In the 80s, there was no comedian bigger than Eddie Murphy in the 80s. 70s, Richard Pryor. 70s, you had Richard Pryor, George Carlin, what the dude, it was a lot of, Robin, the dude that played on Mark and Mindy. You have some hell of a dude, but Richard Pryor was that guy. They had Flip Wilson, but Richard Pryor was that guy. Richard Pryor was that guy in the 70s, early 80s, and then when Eddie Murphy came on the scene, took it, you know. Robin Williams. Lenny Bruce. I remember Lenny Bruce. Rodney Dangerfield. They had some heavy hitters, boy, back then. But Richard was that guy at that time. Shout out to Blackwater. He say Lennox Lewis didn't want no part of that 80s Mike Tyson. So that bomb is not the greatest. How he's a bomb? Lennox Lewis turned pro in. How he didn't want no part of the 80s Mike Tyson? Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson were sparring partners. That Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson were sparring partners. I mean, they've been knowing each other since. They've been knowing each other for years. I got pictures of Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson sparring when Custom Auto was alive. They've been knowing each other for a long time. Lennox Lewis was the greatest fighter of that era, period. He beat Mike Tyson ass. Period. Mike Tyson got beat by Buster Douglas. I was a fanboy of Mike Tyson. You see what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, you can't take nothing away from Lennox Lewis. He beat Mike Tyson. He beat Evander Holyfield. Whoever was the guy, he beat him. Lennox Lewis did that. Ain't nothing you can say about that, dog. Ain't nothing you can say about that. When Mike Tyson wasn't training, snorting coke, and doing what he was doing, guess what? Lennox Lewis was putting them paws on. That's facts. And I got Mike on the wall. I got Mike right there on the wall. Mike, I love Mike Tyson. But me loving him is not going to make me lie a cap for him. I'm not going to do that. And I hated Lennox Lewis. Guess what? Just because I hated him, don't mean he wasn't a bad boy. Lennox Lewis was a bad boy. Period. Lennox Lewis got knocked out by Buster Douglas in 1990. So it couldn't have been too bad, right? And I like Mike. He was an Iron Man. He was a bad boy. I love Mike Tyson, but it is what it is. Buster Douglas be there. And Buster Douglas was a 44-1 underdog. Something like that. You say, damn, Lewis must have knocked out Halim's which guy, he say Mike got whooped by them all. Yeah, he got Holyfield beat him twice. Lennox Lewis put them paws on him. One time Mike Tyson quit in the corner. He quit in the corner. Quit. Like literally. So I mean, it is what it is, fam. And that don't mean Mike Tyson wasn't a great fighter. That's just the truth of the matter. You say, although Mike Tyson was a shadow of what he was when he fought Lewis, that ain't Lennox Lewis's fault. See, Mike Tyson and Lennox Lewis were around the same age. If Mike Tyson was a shadow of himself, guess what? He never should have signed the contract and got in the ring with Lennox Lewis. He made that decision to get in the ring with Lennox Lewis. If he was a shadow, see, one thing, what I'm not going to do, I can't make excuses for the fighter, because Mike Tyson never made excuses when he lost. He said, I just lost. So me being a fan of Mike Tyson, if he's not going to make an excuse for why he lost to Lennox Lewis, who am I to make an excuse for why he lost to Lennox Lewis? He said, man, I just lost. That's what Mike Tyson said. Lennox Lewis was, I think, as a matter of fact, I think Lennox Lewis is older than Mike Tyson. Now, I think Lennox Lewis turned pro. Tyson turned pro before Lennox Lewis, though. I think Tyson turned pro in 85. Lennox Lewis might have turned pro in like 88 or 89, if I'm not mistaken. Lennox Lewis, when did he turn pro? I'm the last dude to count for Lennox Lewis. You know what I mean? 1989. 1989. And he was born, and he's a year older than Mike Tyson. Yeah, he won a gold. He won a gold in 88. 1989, I think Lennox Lewis turned pro. 89 to 2003. So Tyson had 4 years. Tyson turned pro 4 years before him. Miguel, he said, it sucks Mike never stayed healthy enough or stayed out of trouble to be even better. Hey, man, you know, he did it to himself, fam. He did it to himself. Unless they stop making excuses both for 36. Nah, Lennox Lewis was 37 at the time. Lennox Lewis older than Mike Tyson. By a year, I think. By a year, from what I'm seeing here. What it say? You say it's the same. You say it's the same old Teofimo that beat Loma. I think he would have given everyone in that division problems. Oh, you talking about the lightweight division if he would have stayed? Hey, what you say? You say I meant Sugar Ray. What you say, Misfit? Shout out to Misfit. What you say, sis? You say, Coach. You know, you say Sugar Ray was snorting coke. Yeah. I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. I knew Sugar Ray. I knew Sugar Ray was on that nose candy. I knew that. F Society say Mike's still a GOAT. Yes, he is. He's still a GOAT. I can't take nothing from him. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to take away from Lennox Lewis. Why we just can't say, you know what, man, Mike Tyson was a bad boy, but he lost to all of the top guys. He did. I mean, I'm saying like he lost to Evander Holyfield twice. He lost to Lennox Lewis. And that's about it. I think those were the only like top guys. And then the fighters who he was supposed to beat, he lost to some of them as well. So I just gotta call it the way I see it. I gotta be fair with it. You see what I'm saying? I was one of the dudes who thought Mike Tyson was Superman. I cried when Mike Tyson lost to Buster Douglas. Matter of fact, we were looking for Buster Douglas to jump Buster Douglas. We wanted to jump Buster Douglas. We really did. I hated Lennox Lewis. Hated Lennox Lewis. I ain't gonna say he lie to you, though. I hated Lennox Lewis, bro. With a passion. Didn't like him. Didn't like him at all. But guess what? Riddick Bowe threw his belt in the garbage can to prevent fighting Lennox Lewis. Those are the facts. Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe did not want to fight Lennox Lewis. He did a press conference and threw his belt in the garbage can. If it wasn't for that, Lennox Lewis would have fought Riddick Bowe. Lennox Lewis wanted all the smoke. Whether I liked him or not, I can't lie and take that away from him. He wanted all the smoke. He had fighters throwing their belts in the garbage can to avoid fighting him. He did that. And when he got knocked out by Rockman. 6 months later, he knocked Rockman Toofus through his lip. Toofus. Beat Vitaly Klitschko. Look at Lennox Lewis' resume. He got some hell of a names on his resume now. What'd you say, Chief? You say even Bruce Lee was on coke. I don't know. I heard they say Bruce Lee was on drugs, but I don't know. What you say? Y'all talking about? Let me see. Hey, so rando. He said if I ever see Buster Douglas, I'm gonna jump him. I'm gonna jump his old ass. He said Sugar Ray ducked Pryor. Yeah. You know what? I don't know the circumstances of that. Why Sugar Ray and the Hulk never fought each other. Aaron the Hulk Pryor. I don't know. But I did hear that. I did hear that Sugar Ray, that was one fighter that he ducked. But okay. Let's say Sugar Ray did duck Aaron Pryor. Look all the other dudes he fought though. You get what I'm saying? Look all the other dudes he fought. You see what I'm saying? When you look at Sugar Ray Leonard's resume, he fought everybody. He might not have fought Aaron Pryor, but he fought everybody else. So all of that matters. All of that matters. He said, Coach, that's the biggest duck I ever seen by any fighter throwing the belt in the garbage. Yeah, threw the belt in the garbage. Threw the belt in the garbage. He said Lennox beat all the current heavyweights. Yarman said I don't like he rep England. You don't like that he rep England. He was born in Jamaica, fought for Canada in the Olympics. What's wrong with him repping England though? What's wrong with him repping England? Reese Matt, what you say, fam? He said I thought Sugar Ray would have handled Pryor, in my opinion. Apparently Sugar Ray didn't feel that way. Apparently Sugar Ray didn't feel that way. Dr. Paul, what you say? You say Lennox Lewis was not born in Jamaica at all. He was born in West London. Okay. I don't know where Lennox Lewis was born at. As a matter of fact, I have his thing right here. Let me see what's up. Yeah. He's not from Jamaica. So how can he rep Jamaica and he's not from Jamaica? So Yarmus, I think you mad at him for nothing. You mad at him for not repping the country that he wasn't born in. I think you mad at Lennox Lewis for nothing. See right here? Just like Dr. Paul Evans said, he was born in West Ham, London. Now he did fight. You know, he has he's a British nationality and Canadian nationality. He has dual citizenship. He did fight for Canada in the Olympics. Thanks super heavyweight division. But he was born in West Ham, London. He can't rep Jamaica if he ain't from there. You get what I'm saying? He said, how you fight for Canada? I think he moved to Canada or something like that. I think he moved to Canada. to Canada. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you right now. Early life, amateur career. Let's see. Yeah, he represented Canada in the age 18. By that time. See, you know, he could have turned pro. He could have turned pro in 85. I wonder why he never turned pro. Okay. Yes, I don't know. I don't know. I think he moved to Canada. I think he moved to Canada back then. I think he moved to Canada. I know he beat I know he beat Riddick Bowe in the Olympics, 1988 Olympics. I know he beat Riddick Bowe in the Olympics, so I don't know. But yeah. Doggone, hold on. What you say, little green eyes pig? You say his mom Jamaican. And I think she left the UK and went to Canada. Yeah, so so he can't represent, you know what I mean? He's not from Jamaica. Is he, you know, what you say, Arlette? He is of Jamaican descent. Yeah. He is of Jamaican descent, but he wasn't born in Jamaica. But you're right about that, though. He has a home in Jamaica too. But the question was, fam, why he wasn't repping for Jamaica? The reason why he wasn't repping for Jamaica because he wasn't born in Jamaica. You know what I mean? You say not born in UK, London. You say no, born in UK, London. Yeah, I already showed it. I already showed it where he was born at. Eric Gutierrez. Oh, you speaking to Little Green Eyes P? Donnie T, you say he trained as a teen there. You talking about in Canada, yeah. You know what? I think Donnie T, if I'm not mistaken, I think his trainers were from Canada or something like that. Because, you know, I'm not sure. But I think his trainers was from there or something like that. And I think when he was a teenager, he trained over there, and I think that's probably why he fought for him over there. Fought for Canada in the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure though. Don't hold me to that. I'm not really sure, but at the end of the day, fact of the matter is, Lennox Lewis. As a matter of fact, since we're talking about Lennox Lewis, let's do this thing. For all those who say Lennox Lewis was a bum, they say Lennox Lewis was a bum, right? Okay. They say Lennox Lewis was a bum. That's what they say. Lennox Lewis the bum. Okay. Let's get up to here when he started fighting some names. He beat Mike Weaver. For whatever that's worth. Beat Mike Weaver. Beat Tyrell Biggs. Beat Razor Ruddick. In the second, stopped him in 2. Beat Tony Tucker, 12-round decision. I'm showing you who all he fought. The guys in that time. Beat Frank Bruno, stopped him in the 7th round. Lost to Oliver McCall, 2nd round TKO. Stopped Tommy Morrison for whatever that's worth. Beat Ray Mercer to a majority decision. I kind of thought Ray Mercer won this fight. I kind of thought this, you know what? I kind of thought this should have been a draw. This should have been a draw. I think this could have been a draw. Ray Mercer got caught with an uppercut from hell, and he ate it. Ray Mercer gave Lennox Lewis a hell of a time. This fight. Ray Mercer was a bad boy, but he beat Ray Mercer. He came back 3 years later. And avenged his loss to Oliver McCall. Stopped him in the 5th round. Made him have a nervous breakdown in the ring. He was crying in the middle of the ring. He beat Andre Gallardo, stopped him in 1 round, knocked him out in 1 round. I think Gallardo fought Mike Tyson and quit, right? I think Gallardo fought Mike Tyson and quit, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to make sure. Could be wrong, but let's see. I could be wrong. Yeah, no contest right there in 2000. Lennox Lewis fought him in 97, 3 years before Mike Tyson did, and knocked him out. Put him to sleep. He knocked out Shannon Briggs in 5. Beat Evander Holyfield. They say this was a draw. This wasn't a draw. He beat the brakes off Evander Holyfield. He got robbed right here. He beat Evander Holyfield right here, got robbed. Then he came back and followed it up and beat him in a 12-round decision. He beat Michael Grant. I remember this fight. They was hyping Michael Grant up. He beat Francis Botha. David Toole beat him in a 12-round decision, the Samoan. Lost to Hasim Rahman in South Africa. Came back 6 months later, knocked his tooth through his lip, knocked him out in the 4th round. He beat Mike Tyson. He beat Mike Tyson. And he beat Vitaly Klitschko. It is what it is, man. Lennox Lewis, the guy who y'all say is a bum. He said, Coach, he said, yo, yo, the fight that never happened was Mike Tyson and David Toole. Yeah, that fight never happened. David Toole would have beat Mike Tyson too. He would have beat Mike Tyson. Around that time, Mike Tyson was in his prime his first 3 years of boxing, 85 to 88. After that, once Mike Tyson hooked up with Don King and he got rid of Kevin Rooney, once he got rid of Kevin Rooney, you can see the difference in his training. You can see the difference when he was fighting. When he was with Kevin Rooney, whole lot of head movement. He was very active, used a lot of leverage on his legs, in order to get out of the way and slip shots and stuff like that. He wasn't a lazy fighter. Worked behind the jab. Once he left Kevin Rooney, he had a whole bunch of yes men around him. Wasn't training. Very lazy in the gym. Damien, what you say, fam? You said that's a hell of a resume. Yeah, they say he a bum, though. They say he a bum. True. He say Lewis retired instead of giving Klitschko for rematch. Klitschko had an opportunity to beat Lennox Lewis. He didn't have to give him a rematch. He retired. He beat him. He retired instead of giving him a rematch. Guess what? All Vitaly Klitschko had to do was knock him out in the ring, beat him. Now we know the referee stopped the fight because of the cut. That was Lennox Lewis, one of his hardest fights outside of Ray Mercer. Outside of the Ray Mercer fight, that was one of his hardest fights. But hey, man, it is what it is. He stopped him. Yeah, I could be a Buche. Yeah, I could be a Buche bad boy too. You say Halim say in the UK, Bum Lewis is not recognized. He say Bo had much respect for Mike Tyson. Both are good friends. Yeah, man. Hey, Miss Fish say, I used to love me some Lennox Lewis, though. I used to love me some Lennox Lewis. Hey, she said, I used to love me some Lennox Lewis. Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Like Lennox Lewis was a bad boy, man. Lennox Lewis was a bad boy. I can't hate on him, dog. I can't hate on him. You know what I mean? And even though I did hate it on him, but now I'm 48. I sit back and reflect. I say, man, why do you hate Lennox Lewis? Because he beat Mike Tyson. Who else he beat? And then I went to looking at Lennox Lewis' resume. I said, this dude fought everybody. It ain't but a couple of fighters he didn't fight. Him and I could be a Buche never got in the ring. Riddick Bowe threw his belt in the garbage can. Riddick Bowe ducked Lennox Lewis. Literally. Those are the facts, fam. Riddick Bowe ducked Lennox Lewis. Hey, let's get the lights up, man. We need 20 more likes in order to get to 200. I want to get to 200 likes. You say Lennox Lewis was out of shape against Vitaly and old. A fighter knows when he's lost a step, and Lennox felt he was done. Why going to a rematch? Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. He beat him, so it is what it is. He said, dude can't be serious about calling Lewis a bum. Let's say Lennox Lewis is handsome. He said Klitschko was winning on all three scorecards. It's not like he quit on the stool or his corner threw the towel in. The doctor stopped the fight, and no one knew that he was winning on all three scorecards until after the fight. And who knows what would have happened if the fight would have continued on? We don't know. We're left to speculate. Fact of the matter is, the doctor stopped the fight because, see, they stopped the fight for a reason. You got to look at that too. They stopped the fight for a reason. Why did they stop the fight? Why did the doctor stop the fight? Why did the doctor stop the fight? It ain't like he was just walking around the ring. Yeah, we just gonna stop the fight, baby. What we gonna stop the fight? That was the reason why they stopped that fight. I think I think Lennox Lewis had something to do with that. You see what I'm saying? I think his eye and stuff, the Lennox Lewis fist and eye had something to do with that. That man had several cuts on his eye. That man had a gash in his, listen, bro. That man had a gash on his eye that big. Doctor saved him. He said he beat a lot of undefeated fighters. Vitaly is an underrated heavyweight. Oh, Vitaly Klitschko's one. Listen, I like Vitaly Klitschko better than I like the other brother, Vladimir Klitschko. Vitaly Klitschko, that was the gangster, in my opinion. I love Vitaly Klitschko. Vitaly Klitschko was a bad boy. Donnie T, you say, Coach, I'm just getting in. Did you see that T.O. weighed 138? No, he weighed 138. You said 136 pounds fight night? I didn't know if he weighed 136 pounds fight night. I thought he weighed 138 pounds the day before the weigh-in, but I didn't know about what he weighed fight night. He said Mike took a dive against Buster Douglas. It was a fluke. Okay. Now, Mike ain't take no dive. Mike didn't train. Mike was snorting coke all night with Bobby Brown in Japan. And he was banging, they think it was Mike Tyson to say that, though. He'll say that. He said that several times. Bobby Brown told that. Mike ain't never trained in none of that. Just stepped in the ring. High on coke. He didn't take no dive. He got his ass whooped. Vitaly cut against Lewis was one of the ugliest cuts I've ever seen as a boxer. Yeah, people forget to mention that. You see what I'm saying? He got stopped for a reason. Hey, Seuss, what you say? You say, Coach, how about T.O. versus Honor Barbosa in December? Yeah, I think that'd be a good fight. I think T.O. can fight anybody in the top 15. Anybody in the top 15. Yeah, he can fight anybody in the top 15. He ready. Eric Gutierrez, what do you say, fam? Coach, cocaine a hell of a drug.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is. True. You say Vitaly will whoop his brother will whoop his brother based on heart alone. Yeah, Vitaly has some hell of a heart, bro. And he can take a punch. Halim, you say T.O. need to sort his defense out. Donnie T said that forehead cut from Badu Jack was one of the worst I've ever seen. Yeah, that was from a headbutt from Marcus Brown. Right? That was from a headbutt from Marcus Brown. I do not like Marcus Brown, bro. That's a dirty fighter, bro. He's a dirty fighter. Say Lewis record 41-2-1. Yeah. You say Vitaly was Lennox Lewis' last match. Was it also Vitaly's last match? No, it wasn't also Vitaly's last match. I think Vitaly fought after that. Then he ended up retiring later on, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I think they fought later on. We need 11 more likes in order to get to 200, man. Let's get to 200 likes. We need 11 more likes, and we need 11 more. You say T.O.'s head movement and ring movement look good. Yeah. He started out kind of slow. Teofimo started out kind of slow last night. I think he's ready to fight someone in the top. He's ready to fight a top 10 fighter, top 10, top 15 fighter. He's ready. They got him ranked at number 2 with BoxRec. So I think he's ready. He's ready. Let him get in there. Let him mix it up. The takeover is back. We're going to find out. We're going to find out how back it is. One thing we do know, with him being over there with top rank with Bob Arum, guess what? We're not going to get into too many more soft touches. Bob going to throw him in there with some killers. Bob is going to do that. Bob going to throw him in there. We're going to see what he got. We need 7 more likes to get over 200. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the like button for the old boy. Cool Boy Curl, what do you say, fam? You say, yeah, his head movement was good against the cherry. Who you fight matters. The Rock from Brockton. You say, I think T.O. versus Prograis is next. Nah, Prograis has a fight coming up. Prograis has a fight coming up. Prograis in I was saying Ramirez, but it's not Ramirez. Prograis has a fight coming up. Prograis has a fight coming up, so that fight ain't gonna be next. And if T.O. did fight Prograis next, I got Prograis beating T.O. If that fight was next, I have Prograis beating T.O. But we'll see. We'll see. I think what Bob Arum and them are going to have to do, they're going to have to analyze, see where he's at mentally. If they think that he looked good last night and everybody say he's back, throw him in there with one of them top guys then. One thing I do know, I think Teofimo will fight him. Teofimo does have the heart. He will fight. Teofimo will fight. So I can't take that from him. He did call out the top guys. He said he wanted to smoke, and I respect that about him. So as long as he calling them out and he say he want to fight him, I respect that. I respect that. Teofimo's letting it be known he's not in the witness protection program. He's going to have to build himself back up because right now they got him fighting on the chitlin circuit. Let's be honest. But he did fight in the chitlin circuit in Vegas, so that's not bad. He fought in Vegas. It's better than fighting in the chitlin circuit in Miami with my main man 8B about billions. Where he at? Yeah, Zepeda against Regis for the vacant title, I believe. Yeah. Fight for the vacant WBC. It's 2 belts that's vacant. I think this is for the WBC. Is that for the Yeah, that's for the WBC. Because I'm going to ask you, was that for the WBC or WBA? It's for the WBC. It's for the WBC. It's for the WBC. He said, "Yeah, I like T.O." Said, "Yeah, I like T.O. because he wants to smoke." Yeah, he does want to smoke. He does want that smoke. Now, whether he'll win him or not, that has yet to be seen. But fact of the matter is, these guys got to fight somebody, and this is why I let you hear James Likes Out Tony. James Likes Out Tony fought everybody. Now he got a lot of losses, but when you fighting top guys, that's what you're gonna get. And he's a Hall of Famer now. I don't hear these guys moving like that, So it just not all the guys. Some of these fighters, I don't hear them moving like that. The guys who really fighting are in the lighter weight divisions. The featherweight on down between featherweight and bantamweight, they fighting. They fighting between featherweight and bantamweight. They fighting, bro. That's where all the fights at. That's where all the fights. They fighting each other. It doesn't seem as political in the lighter weights than it is in the lightweight division, the welterweight division. The middleweight division, I don't even talk about the middleweight division. The middleweight division, it doesn't seem like in the lighterweight division, the politics don't seem as bad to me. Arlette say, my future baby daddy is here, Smith and West. Arlette, Smith and West don't believe in 70-30. You might want to reconsider that. True. Detroit versus everybody. I don't know about that. Now, you might want to reconsider that. You said you want 70-30. I don't know about that now. I don't know if he going I don't know. Boss Dog say Coach Emmanuel Stewart trained Lennox Lewis and Klitschko. Yes, he did. That's true. You say it's less political because there's not big money in the lower weight divisions. Yeah, but that and two, the fighters are willing to get in there and fight each other. You get what I'm saying? But you make a valid point though. You make a valid point, Donnie T. Hey, but Donnie T, you know what though? It ain't like these dudes in the lightweight division are making buku money anyways. When you look up these dudes' net worth, they got a net worth of like $4 million, $5 million. These dudes ain't making no killing like that. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? I think in the lighter weight division, dog. In the lighter weight division, in those upper divisions, like the lightweight division on up, some of them dudes build some other stuff. Not all of them, but some of them build some other stuff. Hey, 70-40, sign the contract. All right, let's say Smith and West will give me 99 what? Hey, okay. Oh, he gonna pay 99% of the bills. I ain't got to pay for 1%. Sign the contract. Hey, I can see all that now. This my baby daddy, Smith and West. He, he looking good. He tall. All that stuff there. Now look here, baby. Check this out, baby. Look here now. I like you. You look good. I want to holler at you. But before you get with me, I want you to sign this contract. This contract say right here. This contract say right here that you agree to the terms. The terms of the contract is you're gonna pay 99% of the bills. Okay. Okay, boo. Now, you're going to pay 99% of the bill. Don't worry about what I got to pay. I'm going to make sure I keep my nails done, get manicure, pedicure, hair going to be done. I'm always going to look good. I'm going to stay in shape when we go out somewhere. I'm always making it look good. But you got to sign right here. This contract right here say that this what it's going to take. This what it's going to take right here. You see what I'm saying? So 99%. Okay, boo?
Who you think he is? DJ Quick?
No,
huh?
No, I ain't say
Kid Capri?
I didn't say
that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I just want money. I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
That's all that. That's all that right there. That's all that at the negotiating table. Hey, who you think you with? You know what, Arlette, I really like you and I really want to be with you. Is there any way, just imagine, is there any way that you could pay 50% of the bills? Because I'm really not making no money like that. I can see Arlette talking to Smith and West right now. Who you think you with? DJ Quick? Kid Capri? Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Smith and West, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. I got a contract between me and you that say you're going to pay 99% of the bills. Therefore, I don't want to hear that. Don't say nothing to me. Smith, if I raise up, it's going to be trouble. Oh, now walk it off. And don't forget to pay them, bills. True. Sign the contract. Let me look at the terms of the contract. Don't look at the terms and don't take it and don't let no lawyer read the contract. Don't let no lawyer read the contract. Just sign the contract. I can see all that right. Ain't no negotiating. Hey, bro, ain't no negotiating with all that, boy. She is not going to get off that, boy. Boy, that's 70-30, boy. Hey. He said this sound like a Don King contract. Hey, that is a Don King contract. Hey, all that got one of them Don King contracts. Boy, if she was a promoter, boy, all of her fighters would be broke. But if she was a promoter, bro, oh man. Reggie, what you say, fam? You say, can you play that James Toney again? Oh yeah, that lights out. Oh yeah, for sure. I got you, fam. I got you. Hold on. Yeah, man. Hey, bro. Like that's where I'm at, bro. That's where I'm at with it. Don't be telling me nothing about your fighter. He doing this, he doing that. I ain't trying to hear that.
I'm back. I'm coming for everybody out there. That means Roy Jones, Darius McIntyre, Vasily Girov, whoever want to fight me, I'm gonna fight them all. Cause I'm the best fighter in the world. Period. I'll fight anybody. You can say everybody can brag and both say they're the best fighter in the world, but if you can't put it in, if you can't just get in there with the best fighters, you're just a farce. Yep. That's all Roy is. And that's all everybody else has been in the past.
You hate it, Roy.
If you look at my resume, I fought everybody.
Yeah. From
middleweight to light heavyweight, I fought the best fighters in the East Division. Yeah. And the guys Roy has been fighting the last 3 or 4 years. Those are my leftovers.
James Tony say, yeah, the guy that Roy been fighting for the last 3-4 years, those are my leftovers. I love the Roy Jones. I got Roy Jones on the wall. He from Florida. Hey, but James Tony, he have no chill, dog. He said, look at my resume. I fought everybody. You jitterbugs. Let me tell you jitterbugs something. Hey, TK, hey, Smith and West say, he said, as the great TK Kirkland said, if I pay all the bills, I'm going to be faithful. I'll pay all the bills. So I won't be both. He said, if I pay all the bills, I'm going to be faithful or pay all the bills, but I won't be both. Yeah. Hey, look here, man. Like I say, bro, like, if you come over here telling me that your fighter is the best fighter in the world or the best fighter in a certain weight division, and he ain't talking like what James Toney talking about, I want to prove. Man, let's hear it one more time.
Alice, I'm back. I'm coming for everybody out there. That means Roy Jones, Darius McIntyre, Vasily Jurov, whoever want to fight me, I'm going to fight them all. 'Cause I'm the best fighter in the world, period. I'll fight anybody. You can say, everybody can brag and boast, say they're the best fighter in the world, but if you can't put it in, if you can't just get in there with the best fighters, you're just a farce. And that's all Roy is, and that's all everybody else has been in the past. But if you look at my resume, I fought everybody. From middleweight to light heavyweight, I fought the best fighters in the East Division. And the guys Roy has been fighting the last 3 or 4 years. Those are my leftovers. For you regardless. I'm back. I'm coming for everybody.
Jay told him he laughing.
Regardless.
Jay told him I remember that he hated Roy Jones. He hated Roy Jones. But anyways, I don't want to hear the duck language. And I tell you, jitterbugs, when y'all come over here, when them jitterbugs come over here talking about, yeah, man, my fighter, he the best and this and that, and he ain't got, see, today, this what you dudes do. When I say you do, I'm talking about the guys who I'm specifically talking to. Oh, my fighter the best. Well, he ain't got to fight this dude. We automatically know he'll beat him. And he ain't got to fight that dude because we automatically know he beat Hog Head Cheese, so we ain't got to fight this dude. And listen, and he beat and he beat Pork Chop Willie, so we already know what he gonna do to King Kong, and he ain't got to fight Godzilla because we already see what he did the show that Big Nuts, so he ain't got to fight Godzilla. So let me get this straight. Your fighter is a killer. Your fighter is Mothra, one of the king of the monsters. But you don't want to fight the other monsters. No, my fighter ain't got to do that. So we automatically going to crown our fighter the best. Doesn't work that way, fam. Doesn't work that way. When y'all come over here with that shit,
man, who this little young whippersnapper running all up into my combo? Look at you. You're all wet behind your ears. Breath smelling like Similac. Man, you better go home before you get your little thick ass tossed up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So listen, bro, don't bring that over here. There's nothing that you're going to tell me to convince me otherwise. I'm not on this new school stuff. I'm not with your new booties. Your new booties trying to change the rules. Belts don't matter. My fighter ain't got to fight the top guys and to be the best. No, it doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. It only works that way on YouTube and on social media. On social media, you dudes be capping so hard. It works that way with you guys. Doesn't work that way with me. No, sir. No, sir. It doesn't work that way with me. Doesn't work that way with me, bro. Doesn't work that way. I'm almost 50. Been watching this thing a long time. Doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. Let's say I don't care about being faithful. You say what you say? I just don't have to worry about paying 90-10. I just don't know about it. Oh, okay. I get what you're trying to say. I get what you're trying to say. She said, I just don't know what to know. What you say? I just don't want to know. And I come first. 90. Let's say, she said, I don't care about a man being faithful. I just don't want to know about it. And I come first. 90-10. She finished it with 90-10. She finished the sentence with 90-10. Hold on, listen. But hey, 2 weeks ago, it was 70-30. What happened between 2 weeks ago and now? How does it go from 70-30 to 90? Sign the contract. That's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard. Sign the contract. Hello? Hello? Yes, hello? Yes, this is Arlette. Yeah, what's going on? Did you look at that contract I said gave you? A contract? Yeah, I ain't got a chance to look at it yet. Yeah, boo-boo, you need to hurry up. You need to hurry up and look at that contract because the end of the month is almost here and the bills are due. What you mean the end of the month, the bills almost due? Look, you need to hurry up and look at that contract. I have other options. Yeah, is there any way we can negotiate the contract? No, the contract is non-negotiable. 90-10. That means 90% of your money, you're going to pay 90% of these bills, right? That's what it's going to be. I'm going to pay the 1%. Don't worry about it. I'm going to pay the 1%. Let's see. What's the least amount of bill in there? The 1% I'm gonna pay, I'll pay the cell phone bills. I pay the cell phone, right? I do that. I pay the cell phone bill. But the other 90%, the cell phone bill, that's 10%. The other 90%, you got to take care of that. Okay? Hurry up now. Hurry up now. Today is the 21st. The bills are due on the 1st. You got about 10 days. And as a matter of fact, you ain't really got that. I need to know something. I need to know something within the next 48 hours. Hey, Sister West, he said that's when you hear the 3 beeps when your call dropped. Hey, listen, boy, Arletta be a mean. She would be a mean like a divorce attorney. Your Honor, my client is seeking half of everything. As a matter of fact, Your Honor, my client should get 3/3 of everything in his divorce. 3/3? Wait a minute. Listen. When I met your client, she was working at McDonald's. I already had $10 million before she met me. Yeah, but did she had 2 of your kids? Yeah, she did that. She had 2 of your kids, and she was cleaning, and she was doing all that. And she had the stress and burden after having kids. She had to still try to get in shape and still look good for you. Yeah, okay, I get that, but she got to get 3/3. Yes, $7 million of your purse come to her. What the? As a matter of fact, no, not 7 million. No, Your Honor, we need 90%. He can survive on 10%. He good. He can survive on 10%. He can survive on 10%. You know what I mean? But we need 90%. See her over here crying? Stand up, baby. Tammy, stand up, Tammy. Tammy, stand up. Look how good she look. And she got 2 cheering from him. Not kids, 2 cheering. She got 2 cheering from him. Yeah, but the cheering they 18 and 19 years old. Yeah, they 18 and 19 years old, but we still need 90%. But she'll be a mean, well, bro, let me tell you something, bro. Bro, she was dang, she want all the money. She don't want to leave you nothing. Hey, what you say? Say, I'll let her be a savage lawyer. Oh, yeah, she'll be a savage lawyer. Yeah, she'll be a savage lawyer. Absolutely. I tell you what. The judge said we're gonna break the jury. See, can you guys work this out before we go to trial? I'm gonna tell you right now, he gonna lose this. My client look good. She's fine. She's crying. You know what I mean? And she has a cost of living that's, she has a standard that she's used to living at since she's been with him. Her lifestyle has dramatically changed since McDonald's. They got 2 cheering together, and I want 90%, and I'm gonna get 90%. We have an all-female jury. We have an all-female jury, right? So this is what we're gonna do. I tell you what, I negotiate with you. We ain't gonna take your 90%. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get 80%. I'm gonna leave you 20. I tell you what. So you don't believe that I have a cold heart? We gonna take 75%. I'm gonna leave you 25. We want the house. We want the Lambo with the suicide doors. We want the Bentley. We want the maid. We want all of that there. We want the money that you got in the Swiss accounts, and we want the money that you got invested in the stock market. Whatever you have in the safe that's in the house, you can have that. Okay? And there's a little cottage house on the beach. We want that too. So when I decide to take my boyfriend over there, you see what I'm saying? Me and him need somewhere to shack up at. You can keep 25%. Okay? Now, sign the contract now, or I'm going to go out there and tell the judge that we couldn't come to an agreement, and we going to trial in front of this all-female jury, and you're going to lose everything. True. Hey, he say 75%, that's a Dr. Dre deal, Jesus. Hey, bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro. But listen, I'm so happy that she ain't no lawyer. There's a whole lot of men right now glad Arlette ain't no lawyer, bro. If she was like a divorce attorney, Woo, boy. So when you show signs of mental health issues, do you zoom in the press conference? Are you fighting tense? Oh, I get you talking about Teo. Yeah, man. You say meeting all that at a divorce hearing, bro. I'm telling you that'd be mean, there, bro. Vicious. You say Mace asking for half sound like a bargain. All right, but half ain't that bad. Half ain't that bad. You know, I give a half. I give a half. Yeah, half ain't that bad. Half ain't that bad. All right. Damn, explain to me how this work again. Well, that matter. She was flipping burgers at McDonald's. See, this where you messed up at. And you can see the attorney talking to the other guy. See, this where you messed up at. When you picked up that chick from McDonald's, you never should have got her pregnant. Like someone that's your caliber, make the kind of money that you make, you supposed to be messing with women that has the same kind of network that you have. You're not supposed to be like, yeah, but how they justify she had chicken McNuggets when I met her? Yeah, but she finna get the Bentley now. She finna get the 10-room mansion now. She getting the Swiss accounts. You know what I mean? And she getting the beach house on the beach, and she taking her boyfriend down there with her. Yeah, man. Cool Bar Kurt said, all that, boy. Damn, boy. Whoa, oh, man, boy. Hey, boy. He say, shout out to Bush God Returns. He said all that would be even more vicious with her feet. And you got to pay the legal fees. And you got to pay the legal fees. Yeah, man. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Guess what? And you got to pay to get my hair and nails done too. I got to pay all of that, and you got to pay to get me and my hair and nails done. Yep. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. He said. You said what you say, Bush God. You see, you thought you were getting $5 million out of this divorce, but I get 50%. Hey, man. He said, you trying to get 1%. You said you trying to get a 1% dude, but you driving around in a Honda Civic. Boy, I'm telling you, she'll be vicious, man. Let's give everybody a round of applause. All that'll be vicious, boy. She'll be vicious, bro. She'll be vicious. I advise any man to stay away from all that, man. Just stay away from a dog. Don't touch her. Stay away from a dog. Leave her alone, bro. She talking about 90%. She talking about 90%. Just leave her alone, dog. She'll be all right. Just leave her alone, dog. Leave her alone, dog. Leave her alone. Just stay away from her. You know what I mean? And when I met her, she was catching the city bus. She didn't even have a car. I got me a car now. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Hey, shout out to my main man, Smith & West. Shout out to Little Green Eyes P. Shout out to Reese Mac. Let's see who else we got in the building, man. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Shout out to Halim in the building. Shout out to Bush God Returns. Shout out to Cool Boy Curry. Shout out to Blackjack. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Buckle Up Boxing Talk. Salute, fam. Shout out to my brother Smith & West from Detroit. Detroit versus everybody. Shout out to my sister Lisa Bell. Shout out to Just a Fan. Shout out to my main man Halim in the building. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Shout out to Little Green Eyes P. What's going on, sis? Shout out to Jay Greens. What's happening? Shout out to who else we have in the building? Reese Mac Daddy, the Mac Daddy in the building. Shout out to Sauce Louis. Shout out to Blackjack. Shout out to Blackjack. Shout out to Jeff Luciano. Shout out to my sister Bless 365. Shout out to Bush God Returns. Shout out to who else we got in the building, man? Shout out to Eric Gutierrez. Shout out to Reggie Singleton. Reg, what's going on, fam? Shout out to PBC Central. Shout out to who else we got in the building? The Rock from Brockton. Shout out to Jay Greens. Jay Greens, what's going on, fam? All that say y'all tripping. Yeah, all that we can't. Yeah, all that they can't mess with you. All that can't mess with you. You too expensive. Shout out to Cool Boy Curry. Shout out to Donnie T. Shout out to Jay Greens. Shout out to Wise Guy.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Reese Mack.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to the Chitlin Circuit.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Just a Fan.
Hey, okay.
And shout out to all of those fighters. Shout out to James Lights Out Tony. Shout out to James Lights Out Tony for letting everybody know. I want to fight everybody. If you say you the best, you can't say you the best if you ain't fought everybody in your division. I want to fight everybody who said they're the best in the division. If your fighter is not moving like that, I don't care what city he's from. I don't care what boxing community he's associated with. If your fighter is not moving like that, guess what? He's a farce. True, true, true. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. John Doe, what up, Doe? Shout out to John Doe, what up, Doe? Shout out to Donnie T. Shout out to Andrew. What's going on, fam? Shout out to everybody I may have forgot, man. If I forgot you, man, ain't nobody leaving their name on the bottom, man. It is what it is, man. It's up, Coach Malachi Williams signing out. You ought to know what time it TI is.
You're begging me not to leave you, and I refuse to let you go.
So the Takeover is back. We will be back tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that we will be here tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Got a new video dropping tomorrow. The brother, somebody in the chat said, who's greater, Andre DeMartin? He says, who's greater, Andre Ward or James Lights Out Tony? That's easy, James Lights Out Tony. Hands down. You ought to know what time it is. See you guys tomorrow, 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.